What's up, everybody? This video is brought to you by Wizards of the Coast.
This is the broadcast, the VOD, I guess you would say, of the Game Nights Live Grand Championship that we performed at MagicCon Las Vegas on September 22nd, 2023.
Every single winner from the past year of game nights at MagicCons has gathered here to face off for the Grand Championship, featuring Josh, myself, Rachel Weeks, and Kathleen De Vere from LoadingReadyRun.
Yes, these videos are super fun, but it's even more fun to be there live in the audience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we are going to show this video, and you're going to get to see who is crowned the Grand Championship of Game Nights Live for this year. But we want to talk real quickly about next year, because there's a MagicCon that has been announced in Chicago for the last weekend in February.
All right.
That is February 23rd to the 25th.
Yeah, people say that MagicCon is one of their favorite events of the year, and Game Nights Live is their favorite event at MagicCon, but there's so much more that happens at these. You have all sorts of amazing things, Artist Alley, vendors everywhere, cool like side tournaments, so you can meet some of your favorite creators. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah, they really have just blown out of the water all the Magic Live events of the past. They've really leveled these things up. They are great fun. I want to say really quickly, we are not 100% certain at this point. We're still talking with Wizards about performing Game Nights Live at MagicCons next year, but I'd say that it's probable we're going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want us to let you know, though, that content creator badges, fan panel applications, and the cosplay contest applications are now live for MagicCon Chicago on the website. That website URL will be in the show notes. It is mcchicago.mtgfestivals.com.
Yeah, and they're going to share more information about this in the middle of November, and the tickets to get to there are going to go on sale November 16th. And in the past, like the highest tier badges have sold out and all that stuff, so just keep an eye out for that date.
Yeah, and of course, also, we should know by the time badges are actually on sale and should have announced whether officially Game Nights Live is going to be there. But again, I would say it's pretty probable we will be there.
Yeah, and you don't want to miss it. MagicCon, again, one of our favorite events, one of everyone else's favorite events, and can't wait to see you in Chicago, potentially.
Yeah, hope to see you there and hang out. Of course, before we get into the video, we want to talk about our sponsors, cardkingdom.com/command. That is the place to go to buy all your Magic products, singles, anything at all. Card Kingdom, we can't give them higher praise than that we actually use them, specifically for Game Night Live, too, because we've said this before, but, for Vegas, and it's been true for every show, we are changing and tweaking these decks right up to the last moment to make sure the pod's as balanced as possible.
Yep.
These are championship decks, but we did allow the contestants to upgrade them a little because, like, Jimmy's deck was from a year ago.
Yeah.
And a lot of sets come out between now and then, and the only company we trust to get the cards to us in the condition and on time and all at once is cardkingdom.com/command. They have a huge inventory. They have every card you're looking for and the versions you're looking for, and they put everything into one package and you get it all at once. You just cannot beat that convenience.
Yeah, and when we get those cards, we put them into, you guessed it, ULTRAPRO sleeves. You can go to ultrapro.com/command and get the exact same product that we use for both game nights here in the studio and Game Nights Live at the MagicCons. They have the amazing dice with just really broad, clear numbers on them so that you can read it on the camera, but also just around the table. That legibility is really important, and their product is just awesome. It keeps the cards in great condition. We can use it show after show. We know it's going to hold up. And their sleeves, their playmats, their deck boxes, they've got so much stuff, and you can find all of that at ultrapro.com/command, or just buy some ULTRAPRO product from your local store.
Yeah, one thing I want to say is at this MagicCon in Las Vegas, ULTRAPRO gave us a bunch of Apex sleeves, which are not available on the market quite yet, but this is a new formula they've created of like super sturdy printed sleeves.
Yeah, they're
that
awesome.
have a sweet shuffle feel. Yeah, these are game changers for sleeves, for printed sleeves specifically. So this is something that ULTRAPRO has coming out very soon. Again, there'll be a link in the show notes to more information about that, but keep your eyes out. If you see ULTRAPRO Apex sleeves, you're going to want to pick these up. They're amazing.
Yeah, always innovating. And finally, you can support the show directly at patreon.com/command zone. We love our patrons. They get to watch episodes of Game Nights and Extra Turns a day early, as well as participate in our Discord, where myself, Josh, Rachel, and others can answer your questions, and you can just join that awesome community there. And at the higher tiers, there's exclusive content. There's so much more, but the only way you can find out about it is by going to patreon.com/command zone and checking it all out there.
Yeah, one thing we've been doing with the higher tier patrons is doing some in-person meetups. We did one here in Los Angeles, and then we even did one in Vegas, and we're planning to do that more in the future. So we appreciate everybody that supports us, and we are trying to add more to that Patreon to make it worth your while. We're doing polls, we're allowing deck submissions, so all kinds of cool stuff, cool new stuff going on.
Yeah.
If you'd like to support our content and join our community, patreon.com/command zone.
All right, time to find out who the grand champion is of Game Nights Live.
I hope it's me, because that crown is really cool, and I want it.
It's really cool, and you're going to see it in just a second. Here we go.
Please welcome to the stage your hosts and commentators for today's show. Principal Magic Designer at Wizards of the Coast, Gavin Verhey. And fan favorite YouTuber, the one in Best of One, Covert Go Blue.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Las Vegas and the Game Nights Live 2023 Grand Championship.
Competing for glory, we have the winners from Magic 30, MagicCon's Philadelphia, Barcelona, and Minneapolis.
Yeah, and we're gonna have the players out in just a few minutes to play an epic game of Commander. But before we can get them out here, we need to figure out who's going to go first. And we thought maybe all of you could help out with that. You think you're up for the challenge? All right.
All right, we have divided you into houses with those flags that we passed out earlier. So safely and responsibly, let me see your flags, Las Vegas. Over here, you are House Aggro. So let me see those flags and let me hear a real battle cry, House Aggro. Over here, House Control. Get those control flags in the air. Yeah, yes, yes. I am not supposed to have a favorite, but you are my favorite, House Control.
All right, from here to here, we've got House Madness. Raise those flags and donuts. All right, and last, but do not call them least, we've got the Birdhouse, everybody. Raise those flags up, those foam fingers. Everybody, go Birds.
Go Birds. Now, we need a volunteer from each section to compete in a Magic trivia contest to help us choose who will go first in tonight's game. So if you would like to volunteer for this trivia contest, get those hands in the air. These are going to be very difficult questions. We want people who really know the game. So get those brave volunteer hands in the air so our Secret Service menus can find you.
Yeah, and if you don't get picked right now, don't worry. All throughout the show, there'll be cool moments, I'm sure, where the players can come on up, or players can have you come up and hang out and do cool things on here. So stick around. There'll be some great opportunities later on in the show. Also, you've got these flags, you've got these thunder sticks, you've got these foam fingers. All show long, raise those up, support your team. As cool things happen out here, show them, yeah, that's what I want to see. We want to see your support. This is an active game of Commander and trivia that's about to happen, so show your support. And as they're answering trivia questions, by the way, you can shout out whatever you want, no phones. But keep in mind that like everyone can hear you, so if you shout out the answer, well, all the players will hear the answer, so be careful what you say. All right, looks like all of our players are here. Let's meet the players.
All right, let's meet today's contestant. Competing for House Aggro. Hi, what is your name?
I'm Logan.
Logan. They like your name. We love the name Logan. All right, where are you from, Logan?
I'm from Candy, Ohio, Minnesota.
Logan from Minnesota. Hello, competing for House Control. What is your name?
My name is Brooke.
Brooke, and where are you from, Brooke?
I'm from Toronto.
Brooke from Toronto for House Control. What is your name?
My name's Gavin, but I go by CDK or Colossal Dreadnought Keeper on Twitch.
Colossal Dreadnought.
When I was 7, I taught myself how to read and write and speak English using Magic the Gathering cards, and I've been memorizing the Gatherer since then, so I might have a little bit of an unfair advantage. But unfortunately, I had to clear my inventory last week, so I only know Standard by heart right now. My record on Scryfall Random is 227 cards in a row by name on the art, so...
All right, we know who the threat is here.
Also, yesterday I broke the world's IQ test record. My IQ was 234. The world record previous was 230.
Okay, that's a lot to follow. Hi, competing for the Birdhouse. What is your name?
Doug.
Where are you from, Doug?
I'm from Anaheim, California.
Anaheim, California in the house. Make some noise for our contestants.
Now, we'll get started here in just a second, but I got to ask, Brooke, did you say you're from Toronto? Yeah. You're not that Brooke, right? Like the one-of-one ring Brooke Drafton? Do we have that clip? Do we have that clip with him and Post Malone somewhere? I think, yeah, there it is. Give us a big hand for Brooke. Can we hear it for Brooke, everybody? Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
Wow. I think everybody here has imagined what it might have been like to be the one, to open the one of one ring. Can you take us to that moment? Like, tell us what that felt like.
Honestly, it was the most incredible experience of my life. Like, I was open that pack, I saw it, I was shaking as soon as I realized it. I'm still shaking now.
So I'm sure that there is absolutely no pack opening experience that will ever top it. But I need to know, have you retired from opening packs, or are you going to crack some packs at MagicCon?
Oh, of course I am. I can't stop. I'll never stop.
Wow. It looks like House Control has called in a real ringer on this one, Gavin. Ringer.
Well, we're going to find out if Brooke is as good at trivia as he is opening up booster packs, because we're about to play some Magic the Gathering trivia. Here is how it's going to work. In just a moment, I'm going to ask you all a trivia question. You're going to take those whiteboards and write down your answer. When I tell you to, and not before, you're going to reveal the answer to the audience. And you're going to keep it revealed until we tell you to take the whiteboard back, okay? Now, if you get the question correct, you will get 1 point for your house. The first house to 3 points will get to go first in the game of Commander that's about to happen in just a little bit. So, players, does that all make sense? Okay, very good. We're gonna start with a practice question to make sure they're all bona fide Magic players and to introduce them to how this works. Here's your first practice question. What kind of basic land taps for white mana? See if they can crack the case on this very difficult question.
Write it nice and big, guys. We need to be able to see them. And when I tell you to, and not before, you're going to turn your boards around and reveal your answer, and you're going to keep them revealed so that we can tally up scores. Reveal your boards in 3, 2, 1. Hold those whiteboards out for us to see where we can see them. And the correct answer was, audience, planes. All of you would have received a hypothetical point. Go ahead and erase your whiteboards.
All right, very good. It looks like our players are ready. Are you all ready? All right, that means it's time for question number 1. All right. Which of these aggro-friendly keywords appears on the most Magic cards? And not just creature cards, it could be things like combat tricks as well. Is it A, First Strike, B, Trample, C, Haste, or D, Menace? And if no one gets it right, by the way, we'll give the point to whoever was closest. Once again, that's A for First Strike, B for Trample, C for Haste, or D for Menace.
All right. Make sure that you write those answers nice and big and don't reveal them until I tell you to. And when you do, keep them held up so that we can get the score. Reveal your answers in 3, 2, 1. And turn those whiteboards around and hold them where we can see them. Angle towards me, towards me, towards me. The correct answer, B, Trample. That means House Control gets a point and leads the competition 1-0 for the rest of the houses.
All right, on to question number 2. Usually, Madness gives a discount. But of the 62 cards that have Madness, how many have a Madness cost that is equal to or greater than that card's mana cost? So once again, there are 62 cards with Madness. How many have a Madness cost that is equal to or greater than that card's mana cost? And we want a number for this. So write down a number. It's not more than 62, I'll tell you that right now. So get those answers down.
Get those answers on there. Make them nice and big so we can see them. Get them ready. Looks like they're struggling with this one, but you've got to lock it in 3, 2, 1. Reveal those whiteboards and keep them revealed and angle towards me so I can see them. The correct answer is 12. That means House Aggro was the closest. And House Aggro gets a point. The score, Aggro 1, Control 1, Birdhouse 0, Madness 0.
All right, well, here's a question, a little theme to Control. Which of these iconic removal spells have received the most unique pieces of art? Is it A, Beast Within, B, Reality Shift, C, Chaos Warp, or D, Putrefy? And once again, if no one gets it right, the next closest will get the point. Is it Beast Within, Reality Shift, Chaos Warp, or Putrefy?
All right, get those answers written in, locked in, nice and big. We are going to reveal them in 3, 2, 1. Turn around those whiteboards, hold them up so I can see them, The correct answer is D, Putrefy. House Aggro off to a fittingly quick start. They lead 2 points, 1 for Control, and House Madness and Birdhouse sitting with 0 will have to make a big comeback in this competition.
Aggro getting a good start. What's more classic than that, you know? Mm-hmm. All right, question number 4. Here's a question themed toward birds, if there are any bird fans out there. Of the 338 creature cards with bird type in Magic, how many do not have the word flying anywhere in their rules text box? Not as a keyword, not as an activated ability, just nowhere. We're looking for a number here. How many birds do not have the word flying anywhere in their rules text of 338 possible birds?
All right, get a number locked in. We are going to reveal them very soon, but just a reminder, if House Aggro gets this one, they are the clear winner. So there is a lot on this question. All right, reveal your answers in 3, 2, 1. Turn them around. Keep them revealed where I can see them. The correct answer is 10. That means House Madness picks up their first point in the competition. House Aggro has 2, House Control has 1, House Madness has 1, and that's okay. That's how you know a lot of birds. That's a good way to get it. And the Birdhouse still looking for their first point.
All right, on to question number 5. In a few minutes, we're gonna watch some game nights play. So how about a night-themed question? How many cards in Magic have the creature type Knight? Not counting changelings, okay? Not counting changelings. How many cards in Magic have the creature type Knight? So we want a number, once again, of how many Knights you think there are in Magic.
All right, just get that number in there. It's gonna be a tough one. You can see them wrestling with it. Yeah, we're gonna lock it in. And we're going to reveal those answers in 3, 2, 1. Turning those whiteboards around. The correct answer for the number of creature type Knight is 426. That means House Madness on a roll picks up their second point. The scoreboard. House Aggro has 2. House Control has 1. House Madness has 2. The Birdhouse has 0.
All right, everybody, we're heading into question number 6. Whoever wins today will ascend to the ranks of nobility. But which color in Magic has the most cards with the creature type Noble? So we want you to write down a color here. Which color has the most cards with the creature type Noble? And if no one gets number 1, once again, we will go to whoever is next closest. So one of the 5 colors, that's what we're looking for here.
A lot riding on this question. House Aggro and House Madness are on the brink of victory. So let's reveal those whiteboards in 3, 2, 1. Turn those around where I can see them. The correct answer is black. That is a point for House Control, a point for House Madness. House Madness picks up 3 in a row to claim victory in the trivia competition.
Let's get a big hand for House Madness. Well done, House Madness. right, now players, please go back here and you can turn in your whiteboards for a booster box of Magic cards, which frankly is a trade I'll make any day of the week. And can we get one more hand for all of our trivia competitors today? Awesome. All right, well, so House Madness is going to go first here. What do that mean for the game, CGB?
Well, obviously going first is a huge advantage, especially from in a house as unpredictable as this one. But each of these houses have champions at the helm, and they are used to adversity, and I think they are ready for anything.
Yeah, I mean, all 4 of these decks, as a reminder, are previous Game Nights Live winning decks. So they're all going to be strong. They're all going to be geared for the fight. We're going to have an epic game on our hands. So I think the players are about ready. Are you all ready? Well, I think there's one thing left to do then.
Let's kick off the Game Nights Live 2023 Grand Championship!
Citizens of the realm, please take thine seats. The festivities shall commence forthwith. Good people of MagicCon, the grand tournament is at hand! It is my great honor to announce the first of today's combatants! She is the Duchess of Damage, wielder of Embercleave, and punisher of empty boards! Presenting our Minneapolis champion, LoadingReadyRun's Kathleen De Vere!
Our first player making her way to the arena has vowed to fight for the glory of aggro. This wild warrior, unblockable by cowards, is here to go ballistic and not pay voristic. She clashed in the colds of Kaldheim, brawled through the bogs of Bojuka, and goldfished on the dunes of Gobakan, all to prepare for today's Grand Championship bout. So she's gonna disrupt some decorum, cause things always bode well if you goad well. Today, Lady De Vere will make haste to unleash the first strike and the last, menacing the table with a myriad of threats. Unleashing the fury of her fairy dwarf commander, she plans to ransack the kingdom by sending creatures to ping them. She's gonna break her foe's ankles with a grip full of prankles. And there's no treasure or creature she won't sacrifice if it earns her that ultimate prize. So steel yourself, Sergeant-at-Arms, for an aggravated assault that'll give the combat celebrants something to cheer about. Playing Rankle and Torbrand, everyone sound your mightiest battle cry for the violent Viscountess, the combat conqueror, the beat-down banneret, destroyer of dorks, mana and otherwise. Scream your lungs out for Kathleen De Vere!
Peasants and planeswalkers, we now present the Lord of the Seven Cards, Sovereign of the Stack, the Knight who says no. Behold, our Barcelona champion, Josh Lee Kwai!
Our next competitor, marching to the battlefield, has sworn to keep everyone else under control. Beneath the fierce guardianship of this tyrant's full iron grip, no spell shall resolve without his permission. No attack shall land without retribution, and no fun shall be had unless it's by him. Those who lack his approval will taste his removal. But our Draw-Go despot's most important rule is victory at any cost. For this championship match, Sir Lee Kwai plans to blink his opponents out of existence with a flurry of flicker-fueled value. But our marquis of ETBs has some skeletons in his conjurer's closet, because he's using necromancy to make his deck more fancy. And when he forces his forces back from the dead, they'll reduce his enemy's strongholds to mere fields of ruin. Everyone salute and raise your voices in praise for the tyrant of the top deck, the count of counterspells, the vanquisher of value, keeper of suspiciously untapped mana. He is the draconian king of card draw and champion of house control. Clap your hands in unison for Josh Lee Kwai.
Keep alert and brace yourselves, gentles all, for we now present the Herald of Havoc, the cackling Lord of Chaos, forsaker of both lands and clans. Make way for our Magic 30 champion, Jimmy Wong!
Our next challenger heading to the tournament grounds aims to make this game descend into madness. Yes, our chaotic cavalier is hell-bent on spreading delirium with a cascade of crazy plays. He's sworn to be a sower of discord, making mayhem with bold attacks and splashy surprises while slinging spells with wild abandon. And the thrill of possibility to win the title here tonight means he'll do anything to get that big score. But which card will Sir Wong use to ransack his rivals? Discard. Yes, our famously reckless red player will be enriching his brand by pitching that hand. With the culinary cultist in his command zone, he'll cook up disaster for his detractors. He's got a flair for the melodramatic and a playstyle that's fiendishly erratic. So with a mischievous grin, he'll make his opponent's head spin faster than a wheel of misfortune. So get ready, captive audience, for a night of pure pandemonium as our rabble-rouser readies himself for battle. Playing Asmo Rano Marnica Dice Tina Koldakar, everyone unleash your inner demons and make some noise for the rummaging ravager, the festering jester, sauteer of lost souls. He's the unpredictable prince and champion of House Madness. Howl like a banshee for Jimmy Wong.
Fair citizens, we present the final combatant. She is the Knight of Flight, the Baroness of Birdsong, Gitter of the Worm. Crane your neck skyward and witness our Philadelphia champion, Rachel Weeks.
Our final champion gliding into battle has proclaimed that today, winning is for the birds! Go birds! This glorious regal eagle refuses to choose between fight or flight, leaping into the fray ready to weather the storm crow, show off her talons, and beak her opponents to the punch. Because in order to seize Commander Glory here tonight, she'll need to launch an invasion with evasion. Yes, to keep the game just out of her enemy's reach, she will make enough tokens to leave her foes broken. With her commander soaring by her side, she shall recruit every raven, muster every mallard, and conscript every cockatoo to form an air force that can glide to glory. Then, once her flying friends have filled up the skies, she'll bash her opponents with a bounty of birds until the life totals become gilded goose eggs. Now flap your flesh arms together, you poor featherless fans, as our great winged warrior ascends to the stage. Playing a keen, the soaring wind, everyone let out your fiercest and most piercing screech for the regent of the roost, the herald of herons, the paladin of pigeons and pelicans, parter of the sea of clouds. She is the feathered fighter of the soaring city and champion of the birdhouse. Everyone give a hoot for Rachel Weeks!
Can we get one more big hand for all of our competitors today?
But who will win it all? Will it be the champion of House Aggro, Kathleen De Vere? Could it be the champion of House Control, Josh Lee Kwai? Could it be the champion of House Madness, Jimmy Wong? Or will it be the champion of the Birdhouse, Rachel Weeks?
Well, whoever wins today will be the first ever Game Nights Live Grand Champion. And while the bragging rights alone would be immense, we of course wanted an incredible reward. So please bring out, I present to you, the Game Nights Live 2023 Championship Crown. Wow. Look at that thing right there.
Becoming the Monarch has never looked so good, Gavin.
Yeah, I think you draw 2 cards with that Monarch, actually.
Ooh, now I've got to have it.
Wow. All right, players, you may be seated.
Today, something that we will be using that you may not be as familiar with for the game is the Commander Clock app. This is going to keep time during the round, and we don't want any of our players to necessarily lose on time, but we want to hold the holders of priority accountable. That is why when you have priority, your clock will be running, right, Gavin?
Yeah, absolutely. And if all the players are taking about the same amount of time, no problem. If you get down to the bottom, we'll add a little bit extra. But if one player is taking a lot more time on the clock than everyone else, if they're 20 minutes deeper than everybody and they hit 0, that's lights out. So, to help make sure the clock is managed fairly today, we have our incredible moderator. You know him from Game Nights. You love him, everybody. It's Murph!
Thank you, everybody. We're here to have a good, clean game. We're going to follow the rules to the best of our ability. But we are all only humans, so if you out there see a trigger that we miss, or something's not quite right in the game, shout it out. It's like live YouTube comments, you know? All right. There we go, there we go. Always pay the 1.
Don't tell them that.
All right, now the players are playing their championship decks from previous events, but they have had the opportunity to tweak them a little bit. Some new sets have come out in the interim, so there's a few new cards, some Wilds of Eldraine stuff rolling around in there. And it's been a little while since most of you have probably seen these decks, so let's hear a bit about them. Kathleen, why don't you kick it off for us?
Well, I am bringing back my MagicCon Minneapolis winning deck, Rankle and Torbrand. This deck wants to get aggro early, sending my commander into battle to get its combat damage trigger. And then I can turn lots of little ping effects into lots of big chunks of damage. So if I can go wide enough or maybe just be peskier than my opponents, I should be able to win this one for Eldraine and for House Aggro!
That sounds like a terrifying aggressive deck, but for every great aggro, there must be a great control. Tell us about your deck, Josh.
All right, well, I am playing the winning deck from MagicCon Barcelona. It is Atris, Oracle of Half-Truths. This is a deck all about flickering and blinking my enter the battlefield creatures for, you know the word, value. That's house control right there, everybody. And of course, I have a lot of card draw effects. I'm hoping to get plenty of answers for my opponent's threats. And I'm also going to be filling up my graveyard, so I have a reanimation sub-theme. So I plan to bring home the win for house control.
Yeah, we saw Josh take his win most recently in Barcelona, but a deck we have not seen since a year ago at Magic 30 was Jimmy's deck. Jimmy, what do you have for us today?
That's right, I'm bringing back my winning deck from Magic 30. It's As Moreno Marnica Dice, the Cold card! I'm going to be discarding, rummaging through my library, getting all that value payoffs that can draw me cards, ping my opponents, or cast some spells from Madness. And then I'm going to bring my big threats back from the graveyard. My commander is going to cook up some removal, order up, and clear my path to victory for House Madness!
That sounds like an incredibly resilient and difficult to pronounce strategy from Jimmy Wong. But getting the last word, that is also the bird. Rachel Weeks, tell us about your deck.
Appropriately, my deck is full of birds. I will be playing the Game Nights Live Philadelphia winning deck, Akeem, the Soaring Wind. With my commander, my top priority is making tokens on every player's turn, so I can trigger my commander a lot of times and fill up my board with flyers. Then I just need to bide my time, manage the table, until I am ready to make an alpha strike with double strike. This one's for the birdhouse. Go bird!
Go birds indeed. Now, we're going to get started with the game in just a moment, but before we do, Josh and Jimmy have something very important to talk to you with you all about, so please go ahead.
Yes, hi everyone. Before we started playing today, we wanted to take a moment and pay our respects and honor to Sheldon Menery. We all lost a titan of the game, of Commander and of the community.
Sheldon was a founder of Commander. He headed up the rules committee, and he was a guiding voice for the Magic community. We had the absolute honor of featuring Sheldon as a judge on our very first Game Nights Live show, and the even greater honor of calling him one of our friends.
Yeah, I know a lot of you out there were friends with him as well. He seemed to have an endless amount of time to interact with all of us, but even for those people who never met him, he affected the lives of everybody in this room, right? We would not be on this stage without Sheldon. So we would like for you all to join us in a moment of silence for Sheldon Menery, the godfather of Commander and a true legend.
Thank you, everybody. Now, let's honor Sheldon one more time, but with a cheer. Everybody on your feet, please rise and get excited. Let's show just how much we love Commander with a huge cheer, everybody. Let's go! All right.
That really means a lot. Sheldon was a great personal friend of mine, and none of us would be here today playing Commander, talking about Commander without him. So thank you all so much. And now, with that said, Murph, let's get into it.
All right. So because House Madness won the pregame trivia show,
Woo!
Jimmy, that means you will be going first. But before we do that, there is one last thing I think we need to say, right?
Oh, correct. We have something we say at the beginning of every game, and you know the words. Please say it with us.
Welcome to Game Nights Live.
Only one may stand.
All right.
All right, everyone pick up your cards. Jimmy?
I am ready.
Clock is yours. Here we go.
Thank you, sir. Okie dokie. I will draw a card for the first turn of the game. Okay. Let's start things off nice and simple. Just a basic swamp, and I'll pass it on to you, Rachel.
All right, I will.
That's right. It's awesome.
I will draw for turn. I'm going to play a training center, which comes in untapped because of all of you. Thank you for being here. And then I will cast a currency converter, and I will pass the turn.
1-drop.
Nice.
All right, I don't have a 1-drop, but I do have.
You have to draw for turn.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
Thank you.
She doesn't technically have to, does she?
Yeah, you technically have to.
Dang.
Yeah. I drew a card, and I have a Temple of Malice, which is going to come into the battlefield tap, but I get to scry. I don't want that.
Ooh,
Bottom?
value.
It goes on the bottom.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, I will draw for turn. And I am going to play something that's even better than all of your lands, an island. And then I will pass the turn.
Mine comes in
Okay.
untapped and taps for blue and red.
All right.
His is broken in Legacy.
That's true.
I'm going to go ahead and play a land for turn. This Dragon Skull Summit. I'll tap for 2 mana, and I'm going to drop a good old Containment Construct. Can't contain my excitement enough. Give me some extra value when I discard. And that's your turn, Rachel.
All right, I will draw for turn. You know what? I'll untap 2. Then I'll play a snow-covered island. And classic 2 turn 2 play, I'll play an Azorius Signet.
All right.
I'll pass to you, Kathleen.
All right, this time I'm going to draw for turn for real. I'm going to play a swamp. Then I'm going to play my own 2-drop. It's Jadar, Ghoul Caller of Nephalia.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Zombie
all.
time.
That's all I can do, so I'm going to go to my end step. And hey, House Aggro, I might forget to make a zombie, so can you make some zombie noises for me? Can we hear some zombie noises? Excellent, excellent. That's my cue that I get.
That
A zombie. Thank you. Go ahead, Josh.
Oh, I don't like that noise at my back. I will draw. All right. I will play a swamp. And. That's right. All right. And then I like your play there, Rachel, so I'll play a Talisman of Dominance.
Ooh. Very good.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
All right, I will untap for my turn, draw my card. Okay, let's see here. Let's count some stuff up. I think I have a pretty spicy play. The first thing I'm going to do is tap this swamp, and I'm going to discard myself in Ash Barrens by basic land cycling it.
Oh,
now, when I discard this card, Containment Construct is going to see it, and I can exile it from my graveyard, and I can play it till end of turn. So I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to grab myself a land.
That's sweet, yeah.
Now, another thing that's going to happen this turn, I'm just going to save myself a little time, is I will be playing my commander. And when I do that, I also have to look to my library, and I hate shuffling too many times. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab the card that my commander gets when it comes out real fast. Doop, 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 doop. Where are you at? My little cookbook. There it is. All right, we'll shovel this in just a second. Now, what's going to happen here, Magic is complicated, but also fun, is I found a mountain with the Ash Barrens.
Okay.
I'm going to put that in my hand. The Ash Barrens, I'm going to play as my land for turn. And I'm going to tap a red or a black. And I'm going to cast my commander as Miranda Marnikadice, the Coldicard. Thank you, House Badness. That's going to go ahead and search up the Underworld Cookbook from my library to my hand. I'm going to tap that Ash Barrens, and I'm going to play the cookbook.
Oh, man.
That is value. I'll shuffle my deck, and I'll pass it to you, Rachel.
Wow.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I will draw for turn. I'm going to play a snow-covered plains, and then I'm going to cast an Ethereal Investigator.
Ooh, okay.
So when this comes in, I'm going to investigate X times, where X is the number of opponents I have, so I'll make 3. And that is all I can do with my mana. I'll pass to you, Kathleen.
Thank you. All right. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Ooh, nice.
Not that I need to say that to myself or anything. I'm going to play a mountain. And, gosh, I got to use this zombie. It's like free value. And you like value, right, Josh?
That feels like a trick question. I guess they can both block.
I'm going to attack you with this zombie.
Okay. I have no blocks. I don't have any creatures. I will take 2, going to 38.
All right.
House aggro.
First blood to House aggro. I have to sacrifice my zombie at the end of combat.
Oh, no.
Then I'm going to, You got to play so much stuff. I want card advantage too.
Okay.
I think it's time to take up Protection Racket.
Oh, that card's good.
We'll see what happens with that at the beginning of my next upkeep. But now I'm going to go to my end step. And are you ready, House Aggro? Yes. Zombie time. Thank you. Go ahead.
All right, I will untap. I will draw. I am going to play Island number 2. It gets cooler than that because I'm going to tap 4, and I'm going to play Talion, the Kindly Lord.
Okay. New card.
Now, if you saw recently, Rachel and I did an entire podcast where we did all the math and broke everything down, and the choices are between 1, 2, and 3. But we found the optimal number to choose in basically every circumstance.
Sorry, there's something in my throat, Josh. Did you say optimal?
I know what you're doing. But 2 is the right number.
No, 2 is the boring number. Am I right? Yeah. Who wants to choose
He's trying
2?
He's trying to trick us.
You know what? You know what? We should decide actually randomly. That'd be fun, right?
No.
Let's call out.
No.
Yeah, let's call out the cube of consequence.
No, you can't. No, we're not calling out the cube of consequence.
But the music started. Oh, what's that? Oh, look at it. It's the cube. Already here. Come on, this is gonna be fun, right?
The cube
You can't call the cube for me.
I think I just did.
Yes, fantasy allowed to call the cube. You know what? It's fun, so I'm going to
Yeah.
Sorry, Josh.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
So the way the
Look at
cube
roll.
of consequence works, everybody, is like this. In just a moment, we're going to launch this out into all of you. You're going to bat it around a little bit. Be careful of people near you, any equipment. But you're going to knock it around until we tell you to stop. At that point, you'll kindly guide it into an aisleway near you. And then it sounds like, I was pretty sure what I just heard over here is whatever number is rolled is what Talion's going to be. I think, Jimmy, that's right, right?
I think that's actually right, yeah.
How much money did you pay, Gavin?
What? No, we're in Vegas. Things like that don't happen here.
Okay, can we at least do 1 and 2 are 1, 2, 3 and 4 are 2, 5 and 6 are 3?
Do we want to do that? Or do we want to do 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 3, 4 is 4? Yeah!
I don't know, Josh. The game's happening.
Sounds much more fun to do that.
I don't know. I feel like I'm being tricked. 6 is like I didn't even play the card.
Sounds like we're doing 1 is 1, 2 is 2 is 3 is 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the fun choice.
All right, let's launch the cube.
Woo! Batter it around.
Oop, keep
Wow,
it going.
there it
Keep it
goes.
going, keep it going, keep
Innovative
it going.
use of the cube of
Keep it going, keep it going.
consequence.
Yeah, we've never seen the cube called for someone else before, so this is brand new.
But it's
All
still
right.
Josh's section.
All right, we're
Okay.
going to have it land in 3,
2,
2, 1.
Hit
Hit it to the aisle. Get that
Stop
thing
trying
to
to
the
gut.
aisle.
They're
Two.
controlling because they don't want to give it up.
Wait, hold on.
Well, I call shenanigans.
That looked like a little like.
That was a little.
Josh owes a lot.
It's called
House
control for a
control.
What number do you guys see over
Are we
there?
gonna stand for this?
What number do you see?
Rig.
Classic control
How
magic.
can it be rigged? I'm allowed to choose.
Classic control magic. Jimmy said to launch the cube, but didn't say into what section. So
All right,
there you go.
What'd you say, Josh? 1 and 2 is 1, 3 and 4 is 2, and 5 and 6 is 6, right?
I think there was clearly a 2 on that dice, so it is a 2. I choose 2.
Ay, ay, ay. All righty.
All done, Josh?
I love you, House Control.
Seems like they really controlled that result.
All right, and then I will pass the turn, Jimmy.
All right. Oh, wait. On your end step, Josh,
Oh.
I'm going to activate my Underworld Cookbook, and I will discard a 7-drop. It's going to be a Dracuseth, and I'll make myself a food token with the Underworld Cookbook.
All right.
Order up! All right. Let's untap and draw. Interesting. All right, we'll play a mountain as the land for turn here.
All right, so Jimmy looks like he's kind of in a good board position, right? He started off first. He's got Asmerando, Market Dice, and a Cool Dakar on the table. He's got his cookbook rolling.
I've also got a lot of 2-drops in my hand.
Sounds
Sounds like Jimmy might have had some ulterior motives for that cube of consequence.
Especially since Talion lets you draw not only when that spell with converted mana cost 2 is cast, but also any creature with power 2 or toughness 2.
Right, absolutely, which is going to choke a lot of people on cards in their hands, especially this early in the game. You cast one of those, you lose 2 life, and Josh gets to draw a card, which, as of course we both know, is value.
That's a lot of value, baby. All right, let's see here. I think I'm gonna go to combat. And Kathleen, you're looking aggressive, and I like the look of that. Let's swing both a 3/3 and a 2/1 at you on the ground.
All right. I'm going to take 5, and I'm going to go to 35.
Damage on the board. Very good. And that is going to do it for me.
What?
All right.
That's turn.
You can't cast any 2-drops.
Yeah.
Well, I can't.
He can madness at instant speed, so yeah.
All right, I will untap and draw for turn.
Yeah, he can cast 2 drops.
I am going to play a 4-drop. I'm going to play an Menery Angel because you know what? There aren't any birds on this board yet.
Yeah.
Which means I'm going to play a land. It's a Sea of Clouds, which will trigger Menery Angel, and I will make my very first bird token. Go bird!
Very nice.
After that, I think I'm done. I don't know. This is an aggressive game. Kathleen, yes, I will attack you for 2 in the air.
I'll take 2. I go to 33.
Pass. Talion's huge.
And a flyer.
4 flyer? My God.
Oh, no. All right.
A Menery Angel has no use anywhere. 4 to cast.
Right. Yeah,
you've got
3
protection
protection
racket.
from Talion.
We do. All right. Josh,
Yes.
would you like me to have a braid?
It's a 2-drop.
I don't think your hair's long enough for a braid.
So you're going to pay 2 life?
We pay the life, right? Let's pay the life, right?
So protection bracket, you either pay the life right, or Kathleen gets to draw the card.
Right, so if I pay the life, she doesn't get the card.
And it gets exiled,
2
yeah.
life. We'll pay the 2.
You pay the 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Going into 36.
Goodbye, a braid. Jimmy, will you pay 3 life, or can I have a Wand of Orcus?
Wand of Orcus? I like wands. What does this one do?
Well, it just cares about zombies. It's probably fine.
Zombies. Crowd, what do you think? Should we give the wand to Kathleen, or pay 3 life? I'll pay 3. No, just kidding. You can take it.
Oh,
generosity from the Madness House.
Yeah.
He's unpredictable.
I'm unpredictable. You never know.
All right.
It's also an equipment. That thing's never getting played.
Land.
Rachel, it is a Rakdos charm.
Considering I'm a token deck, I will play a quick 2.
Do you want to ask your section what they think about it?
Section where we don't want a Rakdos charm, right? Pay the 2. Yeah. That's
All right. Goodbye.
biggest no-brainer
And my
I've ever
exiled
seen.
cards.
And now you can draw finally.
Now I'll draw my card for turn.
did a lot of damage.
It's a good card. All right, I'm going to play a swamp. And then I think I'm going to play, yes, before combat. I'm going to play an enchantment called Brazen Cannonade.
Ooh.
So whenever an attacking creature dies, something happens.
Can't imagine what.
Yeah, just stuff happening, going on. And I've got this creature, it's basically free. And Jimmy, you attacked me last turn.
I did.
And we're aggressive decks, so we don't mind. We like trading blows.
course.
It's like for fun.
Yeah.
Getting in there.
All right, zombies coming at me for 2.
Yes.
I won't block. I'll take 2 damage.
Okay, the zombie dies at the end of combat. And
That's still in combat.
yeah, and that means I'm going to deal 2 damage to each of you.
Oh, man.
Wow, the Brazen Cannonade.
That's pretty good.
End of combat, still technically an attacking creature, so that does work. Very nice move there by Kathleen.
I also get a raid trigger, so I'm going to just. Oh, it's a swamp. But at the beginning of your post, I can put this under the Brazen Cannonade, and it goes into exile, and I can play it until the beginning of combat. On my next turn.
Value
on your next
and
turn.
aggro.
Yeah.
Card
So,
and
Oh, you still get to put it. Okay.
All right, so I'm
Yeah.
at 36 now.
yes.
I went to 34.
And I'm at 36 as well.
A good aggressive game, and then I'm going to go to my end step.
It sounds like you're going to the principal.
Jadar's
Zombie
in trouble.
Jadar, quit calling zombies. It's so rude. All right, go ahead.
All right, I will untap.
Hey, no one played 2-drop. I'm really proud.
I know.
Yeah.
I will draw. See, it
Turns out
didn't matter that I
optimal isn't
put
always
the 2.
optimal.
Yeah, there you go.
I am going to play this polluted. No. Yes, I am. I'm going to play that polluted delta. It's because it can go get islands, right?
Pollution.
Okay. Then I'm going to tap 4, and I'm going to cast my commander, Atris, Oracle of Half-Truths.
Look, where I'm from, a half-truth is just a lie.
So time for a little pile splitting. We're going to have to put 2 of these in one pile, 1 of these in another pile.
Okay, so these are the top 3 cards in my library, and Rachel, I will target you to choose to put them into piles.
Oh no. Oh no. Man.
Tough choice.
I don't think, birds work best in pairs, I think. I'm going to call somebody from my section to help make this decision for me. I'm going to need somebody from the birdhouse to come on stage and put these into 2 piles for Josh. Do you think you can do it? In the crown? Come on up. Look, you're already a winner. You've got to be lucky, right?
Wow, the Game Nights Live champion was in the audience the whole time.
Can you introduce yourself? What's your name?
My name's Carl,
Where are you from?
New Hampshire.
All right, you're going to make a big decision for me, all right?
Hampshire.
You're going to sit in this chair.
Live free or die, Carl.
Carl,
So-
I remember you were in Philadelphia, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, I remember we took pictures with you.
Look at you.
We were
very lucky.
I think we had a connection.
All right, so get out of here. So
That's
these
right,
are,
Josh.
I need to split this up into 2 different piles, and one's going to be face up and one's going to be face down.
Okay.
There's some scary cards in here,
Okay.
and we know that Josh likes to take the pile with 2 in it. So what are we trying to hide from him?
Whoa, you gave me side eye. Carl, I just want to let you know that you can
Stop
have
sucking up to Carl.
You can have a pile. You can have a pile with 3 in it.
This is, I think.
This one's going to be by itself? Okay, so we're going to put it this way.
A pile could
This
have
one
0
face
in
up.
it. I just want you to
All
know
right.
that's illegal.
Big decision. You got a Woe Strider face up and 2 cards face down.
Two's more than 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
Every
the 2
time.
cards. I'll take the 2 cards.
All right, Woe Strider to the
Woe
graveyard.
Strider goes to the graveyard.
Great job. Excellent piles. Thank you so much for coming on stage.
Let's hear it for Carl, everybody.
Everybody.
Carl, wait. Let me get everything.
Yeah. Hey, Rachel, before we go to my turn, you want to tell us what those cards were?
One of them was a land.
Okay.
And the other one
Jealous.
was extremely scary.
Well, I assume you'll let us know when it's
It's
relevant.
not scary yet. I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right, Josh, anything else for your turn?
No, I'll pass. Go ahead, Jimmy.
All right, on your end step, I have 4 mana, so I'll tap all 4 mana, and I'm going to cast a big score.
Oh, nice.
We are in Vegas after all.
I think I should have chosen 4 for Tally, and you all played 4 drops.
I'm going to discard a Charming Scoundrel, and I'm going to draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens. So let's go get a little richer tonight. Woohoo!
Jimmy discarding a 2-drop there. Nice move with Tallying on the battlefield.
Yeah, it's all got a purpose, Gavin. I'll draw 2. Uno and the dos. Okay, interesting.
Perhaps getting some nice fuel for that cookbook to keep cooking up some food.
Big score is going to go into the graveyard.
It's interesting that Talion on 4 would have triggered 3 times on that turn cycle.
Yeah, maybe 2 isn't so optimal after all, Josh.
Indeed.
Just think of all the 2 drops they didn't play.
All right, I'm going to then untap, and I'll draw a card. The kitchen's still cooking.
Now, one thing that's interesting Jimmy can do is when he gets that second food in play, he can use his commander to sacrifice 2 foods to deal 6 damage to anything. So if he wants to clear that Talion out of the way, he could, or potentially some other big threat.
One of the many features of Esmeralda thing, Jimmy's commander.
You okay,
I believe
Jimmy?
you mean... No, Jimmy, please.
All right. All right, let's kick things off. I'm going to tap the Underworld Cookbook. I'm going to discard a Swamp. Containment Construct will see it. It's going to get exiled. I will play it for turn, and I will make another food token.
Free food. Never turned down free food.
Order up. Actually, you know what? Anytime I make a food, who wants this little bell to yell order up? They'll hit it, and everyone yells order up, right? So let's practice. Ready? All right. Who wants the bell? You right there with the flag, because your arm is higher than everyone else's just because you're taller. All right, here we go. You're also kind of in the middle, so we can all see you. Here you are, good sir.
Jimmy outsourcing cooking duties.
Yeah, you know, it's a kitchen. We all work together up here. All right.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Thank you, chef. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, maybe I shouldn't have discarded that 7 drop. Let's see here. Italian's still on the battlefield. I hate it, but I also love blocking, so I'm going to pass turn again.
Jimmy just leaving all of his mana up
Instant
here.
speed deck over here. What the heck?
Yeah. Jimmy Wong,
expect that more
famous
from a blue
blocker.
mage.
I'll draw for turn.
The great thing about being House Madness is you can play some aggro and some control. You're in the middle.
We're starting to see some commanders come around, so I think it is time to get some more birds. I'm going to cast my commander, Akeem the Soaring Wind. The bird! All right, and then, of course, I'm going to follow it up with a land drop. I'm going to play the Snow-Covered Mountain. It will trigger a Menery Shepherd, and I will make 2 more birds. You know, in bird section, every time a bird hits the battlefield, I want a big go birds. Hey!
Hey, love it.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. It's like I'm back home in Philly. All right, this has been an aggressive game. Italian's so big.
Hey, Rachel.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps talking about Talion. Hasn't done anything yet.
But it has stopped me from casting some spells.
Yeah.
And I think that time is
Seems
over.
to have really hurt you.
I think
you
it's
wanna
time
clear up the
to cook
skies
some
here?
food. Can I get a ding of the bell? As Miranda Mordecai, the cold card is going to sacrifice 2 foods.
What are we serving
and it's going
tonight,
to make
Jimmy?
Italian eat its own lunch. I don't know. It's going to deal 6 damage to itself with Asmo's ability.
I'm not sure of the flavor there.
The flavor is okay.
It's spicy, whatever it is.
It's spicy,
We're
yeah.
cooking
yeah,
up
yeah.
fairies for dinner.
2 drops are back on the table.
Nice.
All right, Talion dies.
And you know what? Let's get some attacking in. I'm going to send both Ethereal Investigator and a Mary Angel in the sky at you, Josh, for 5.
Wow.
Flyers, too good.
A little alliance here between Madness and the birds.
Okay, in response, I will cast Deadly Rollick for free on the Myriad.
That's the control mage we know.
Well.
And then I will take 2
Fine.
from the other one, going to 32.
You just don't like birds.
They were attacking me.
Yeah. The angel
I
was
like them
attacking.
fine if they're attacking Jimmy or Kathleen.
That's true. All right, I will pass to you, Kathleen. That's all I got.
Mint Mobile presents The Tale of Garrick, the Cursed Huntsman. Garrick was once a noble collar of beasts, until his will was twisted by big wireless contracts.
Another bill full of overage charges and surprise fees? That makes me so mad I could just kill my former allies.
Oh, hi, Garrick. So Garrick wandered the plains, too strapped for cash to call his beasts, until a simple squirrel showed him a podcast ad for Mint Mobile.
What? Only $15 a month for unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network? Plus, I can keep my phone and all my contacts? With Mint Mobile, I shall axe my accursed big wireless contract and be free to call the Beast once more. Hello? Is this Beasts? Yeah, I got a new plan that a squirrel showed me. Hold on, let me put you on loudspeaker. To get your new wireless plan for $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/command. That's mintmobile.com/command. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/command. The Command Zone has grown a lot over the years. We started as a 2-person podcast, but now we're a full-grown business.
Still, we want to focus on magic, not get bogged down by e-commerce. And that's why we found the perfect business partner, Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide. And whatever stage yours is at, Shopify is the only tool you need to start, run, and grow your business.
For a long time, we didn't have much merch ourselves because it's hard to manage the logistics. But Shopify helped us expand what we could offer to our fans by a lot. And they even made it easier to connect with and reward our patrons for supporting us all these years. Shopify puts you in control of every sales channel, whether it's in-person point of sale or online with e-commerce.
And once you've reached your audience, Shopify is the internet's best converting checkout to help you turn browsers into buyers.
Shopify powers millions of entrepreneurs of all sizes across the world, and their award-winning help is there to support success every step of the way.
This is Possibility, powered by Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/TCZ, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/TCZ to take your business to the next level today. Again, shopify.com/TCZ.
Run! Run! That thing will devour us all! Nothing can sate the hunger of Yargle, the glutton of Urborg!
Really? Have you tried Factor, America's #1 meal kit?
What? No! There's no time for that now!
I find that hard to believe. It only takes 2 minutes to prepare a fresh, never frozen Factor meal. You even get to skip the grocery store, prep time, and cleanup. Plus, they deliver meals straight to your door.
Are you insane? We've got to keep running!
Keeping healthy, eh? Factor's got you covered with their selection of dietitian-approved calorie-smart meals. Or try their Protein Plus selections if you need that extra boost to support your wellness goals. See? They got something for everyone.
Yargle! He's here! I hunger!
Here you go, Yargs. Try this cheesy bacon ranch shredded chicken. It's got portobellos and garlic broccoli. My favorite.
Yum. Okay, I go now.
Head to factormeals.com/command50 and use code command50 to get 50% off your first box. That's code command50 at factormeals.com/command50 to get 50% off your first box.
I think it might need more card draw.
Who are you talking to? Or is that just something you say?
Oh, no, I'm on a call with Jimmy. We're building a Chatterfang deck.
Ooh, I just added Toski. That should help, right?
Whoa, the card just showed up.
Yeah, with ARCHIDEKT, you can collaborate in real time from anywhere in the world.
Changes show up immediately. You don't even have to reload the page.
So it's perfect for brewing with a friend.
This is cool, but isn't Jimmy just upstairs?
Yeah, but I'm downstairs right now.
I ain't coming downstairs. ARCHIDEKT is the best place to browse, brew, and playtest commander decks. Just go to archidekt.com/command-zone to get started.
That's ARCHIDEKT.com/command-zone.
All right. It's beginning of my upkeep. Josh, would you like me to have a Mind Stone? Do you pay the 2?
Pay?
Let her have it?
I don't know, that sounds like free value.
They say you can have it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm surprised they said that, but they did. Yeah.
Just a Mind Stone.
Even control players can be generous sometimes.
They're fans of value no matter what.
Really?
Yeah, value no matter who gets it. Jimmy,
Yes.
do you want me to have this Ramanap Ruins?
Yeah, take it.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
thank you.
What? It's a land.
It's free. You don't have to pay anything.
You can pay 0 and she doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a land. I've offended the land gods in some form or fashion. There's no way in this kitchen we are not giving land to people should it arise.
Wow. Wow. That card just got way better.
Madness taking over.
Yeah, it's Jimmy gives you free land.deck.
And Rachel, do you want me to have the swamp?
What do you think, Birdhouse? Are we a generous people or do we pay 0? No, we pay 0.
All right. Goodbye, swamp.
I like how these are questions. Like, are we paid life or no for the land?
What the heck?
We are only the champion of our house.
Kathleen, this is your card.
We do not
All right.
stand alone.
I'm going to play my land for turn. I'm going to play that swamp that was under the... that I got off my raid trigger last time. And then you said 2 drops are back on the menu, so I'm definitely going to play a 2-drop while the 2-dropping is good. I'm going to play an enchantment. I have so many enchantments. This is great. I'm going to play Impact Tremors.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I should play a creature. So I'm going to play Zerzoth Chaos Rider.
Okay, this is looking nasty now.
Everybody likes drawing cards, right? You draw cards.
Not like that.
All right.
That
now,
triggers impact tremors.
that does trigger impact tremors, so everybody's going to take 1. And then I'm going to go to combat.
I go to 35.
I go to 35 as well.
I got a 31.
All right. I got to use the zombie because it's basically super free damage here. And I've attacked Josh. And I've attacked Jimmy, but Rachel, I have not attacked you, and you could block with birds.
Yeah, I'll block with birds.
Yeah, that's fine. The zombie dies. Brazen Cannonade triggers. Everybody loses 2 life.
I go to 33.
Hold on.
Okay. Hold on. Jimmy, priority.
Before the damage happens,
Before the damage on the combat?
On combat. So the blocks have been
She's
declared.
blocked with Akeem.
The zombie
The
is
zombie
still...
has been blocked.
blocking
Yeah, sorry. I
attacking
was
for
waiting for my chance to do this. I'm going to tap for 3 mana, and I'm going to get a little chaotic. I'm going to Chaos Warp the Brazen Cannonade.
Okay.
It is way too good.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
So
All
you're
right,
going
Lords of
to
Chaos.
shuffle it into your library. I'll cut the deck, and if the land gods love me, they'll give a land on top.
Oh, this is
They're
why
like,
you
"We
were
heard
so
you like
generous before.
Yeah.
Look, you wanted to give her lands, so give her more lands.
Wow, that's a ton of face damage from
Chaos Warp
Kathleen to
always
shut off
works.
right there. I mean, that was dealing basically 2 to all of their opponents every single turn. And now that that's gone, that's going to be a lot harder for her to win the game.
It was also a value engine, though, and what every deck needs to stay in the game is access to more cards. This was actually a huge blow to Kathleen.
Okay.
Just don't be worse than
great,
what
Jimmy.
it was. Yeah. Okay.
Impact Tremor still
All
around.
right,
though.
top card. What's it going to be?
It is a Pyrohemia.
Wow! One foolish damage to another.
My beautiful bird.
Whoop.
Chaos!
Yeah, madness.
With her commander?
Hey, whoops.
With her commander?
Yeah,
It'll kill the commander if she activates it twice, though.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but what if
Every
we just
creature-
Take 6
activate, like-
damage.
Yeah, okay,
Well, she
all
can
right.
put the
now-
other activations on the stack, like it's gonna be more. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sweet. Let's not
Okay.
talk about it. All right, moving on.
So
We'll worry about that later.
back in combat.
Back into combat.
Damage. We're good to go to damage.
Yeah,
My
Akeem
zombie
takes
dies.
2. Luckily, you're tapped out right now.
R.I.P. Yeah, everything happens. Nothing happens because that wonderful enchantment is gone, but that's fine. I have a different one. But it's the end of my turn. Zombie noises.
Ouchie noises.
Ouch, impact tremor noises.
Down to 34.
I go to 34.
I go to 30.
Go ahead.
Oh,
What is with
boy.
all this enchantments? I thought it was an aggro deck.
There's nothing more aggro than casting fancy things that stick around and don't have to die.
Okay.
I think. It works. We'll go with it, right, Has aggro? Yeah. They're a forgiving bunch.
I don't know. You've got a chaos devil on the table. You're pretty aggro.
Yeah.
Wow, that was unfortunate.
All right.
I mean, I'm looking at everything in my hand, and I'm like, 1/1. You make
What
1/1.
just happened?
You also
Yeah.
make 1/1s. Oh no.
Okay, I am going to play a swamp.
Swamp.
And then I'm gonna tap for 2. I'm gonna cast Animate Dead,
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
What's in your graveyard?
targeting my Talion, the Kindly Lord.
Bring out the cube.
Bring out the cube, right? We want the cube.
No cube. Let me talk to my section. 2 didn't work very good last time.
Let's get louder than Josh. Roll the dice. Roll the dice. Roll the dice.
Roll that dice.
2,
Roll that dice.
3.
Roll that dice.
2.
Roll that dice.
Come
Roll
on,
the dice. Roll the
people's
dice.
demand.
Cube of
Roll the
consequence.
dice.
Roll the dice.
Cube of consequence. Cube of consequence.
He's calling for the cube.
Okay, not in the control section, right? So
I feel like
mix it up.
we should have another section dungeon. But Josh, this is your cube. So where do you want it to go?
The cube
No, it's gotta be my section. No cheating this time. We get what we get. Let's just see what happens. Jimmy's not the only one who can be unpredictable. All right, ready?
All
Ready.
right,
No
everybody,
cheating.
launch
3, 2,
that
1. Send
cube.
it.
All right, it is going. Here we go. Bounce it around. Josh came up with the fate to see what number he will line up with.
6.
Last time it didn't trigger. What will it have in store this time?
Push it back. Push it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nope.
Let it into the aisle.
No touching.
right.
No one touch it.
It's coming down.
Oh,
Not
that's
bad,
still
not
good.
bad. It's not 6 at least.
That's still pretty good.
I can handle 1.
Now, keep
Well,
in mind,
all your birds are 1/1s, right, Rachel?
Yeah, but it doesn't count if I make tokens.
I see.
and keep in mind, it does trigger off Power 1 and Toughness 1, which there are still plenty more expensive creatures in decks that will do that. So, still a totally fine choice.
Okay, I'm going to choose 3 for Talion, though.
No. It's 1.
We rolled the cube. The cube has
Just turn on the cube.
Wow.
He denied the cube.
Wow.
You made me roll it. You made me roll it.
Okay,
Only
hold
a
on.
control mage is comfortable being the villain.
Yeah, a little counterspell on the cube right
You
there.
can't force my hand. I'm the control player.
He's the one forcing of willing over here.
So, Josh, you just said 3, even though the cube said 1.
Oh, yeah. I never said I would pick with the
What do
cube.
you think about that? What do you think?
All right. Josh, I'm going to give you a warning. Usually it's 3 strikes you're out, but it's 2 strikes and you're out. So if you do anything else like that again, you're gone.
What does God mean?
God means out of the game. You are gone. You are no more playing.
I want to.
If you do something, you gotta stick to it, Josh.
I
don't know what to tell
never
you.
said I would let the cube choose the number.
The cube. If you bring up the cube, it's going to choose the number. That's what we did before. That's how it should go.
But it's 3 right now. That's all that matters, right?
A moment that will live in infamy.
All right.
It is 3. Not happy about it, but there you go. Technically correct. The best kind of correct.
The only kind of correct that you want to be today.
All right. And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Ooh, okie dokie.
It's a lot of mana.
I can't wait for Jimmy to just kill it right away and have it all be for naught.
All right.
But this board is, a lot of good stuff going on here. I gotta say, I really like Kathleen's position. With that Pyrohemia flipped up, it's not doing a lot now, but when she untaps, she'll be able to do some pretty cool stuff. That Zerzoth also keeping folks' extra draws in check. I like a lot of what's going on over here with all the face damage.
All right, I'm going to tap 2 here, and I'm going to be casting a bitter reunion because I'm certainly bitter about what just happened. As that enters the battlefield, I may discard a card. If I do, I draw 2 cards. I'm going to discard a Bajuka Bog, and that's going to get exiled with Containment Construct, and I will draw 2 cards. And then, because it's the only land I have, I'm going to play that card, and looks like the only graveyard with stuff in it is yours, Josh, so I will target your graveyard with the Bajuka Bog.
All right. Woe Strider and Deadly Rollick are...
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
Brutal
In response...
Bajuka bogging from Jimmy Wong.
In response.
In response...
Always in response with this one.
I will tap
Never
2,
making his own
and I
net.
will flash out Snapcaster.
Oh! Quick bog again.
This won't work, will it?
What are you trying to do?
I can't cast Deadly Rollick for free this way.
No.
You should be able to.
Flashback cost is equal to its mana cost.
Yeah.
Oh, a quick...
Correct. So alternate costs should not be able to
Well,
be paid.
Let's just pretend they don't know about Snapcaster Mage, which
Sorry, no
Rachel was going
Snapcaster.
to tell them about anyway.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
I
an
did.
interest card. Okay.
Yeah, but I know that you have to pay 4 for it, so I wasn't worried about it. I totally knew that.
Wow, Josh cheats the cube and then takes backsies?
I just showed it. I just showed it to him.
Revealing. He's asking questions.
Especially with one more warning.
That
and
was
he
reasonable.
could
That
be
was reasonable.
disqualified.
Also, it gives you all free information, so
Yeah,
why
I'll
are you
take
upset?
Yeah, I'll take some free info. Yeah, no worries.
So, Bajuka Bog on the stack, Josh?
Yeah, it gets... That happens.
Cool.
Okay. I've got 5 mana left, so I'm just going to do a little bit of setup here because that Pyrohemia is very scary. I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to play myself an Arcane Signet. I'm going to tap that Arcane Signet and this Ash Barrens for a Collector's Vault. Who's a collector out here? Yeah.
I should have picked 2.
So I get to, draw and discard with that and make some good stuff.
Does a bitter union trigger
Let's
the Devil
go
May Cry on
ahead
Kathleen's board?
and look at combat and then look away from
draw a
combat.
card
Pass the turn to you,
on
Rachel.
your turn.
All right, I will untap and draw for turn here. Ooh. This is a rough Pyrohemia.
Yeah, that thing is...
I mean, I didn't cast it.
Yeah, it's still here. All of my stuff is 1/1, so it's just like, even if I do what my deck wants to do, they're just dead.
Yeah, but I'll point
So
out
what
that
I
I like
think
Vidar. He's a
That
1/1.
means is I'm going to try and see some more cards. I'm going to cast a Farsight Ritual.
Ah.
And I'm going to bargain away one of these clues.
So you're going to look at 8 cards?
I'm going to look at 8 cards, and I'm going to see if I can find an answer for this Pyrohemia.
Very nice.
Now, one of the things about Pyrohemia is the way to get rid of Pyrohemia is when no creatures are on the battlefield at the end of a turn, it will go away. So a board wipe will clear the Pyrohemia, but until then, when Kathleen untaps, she's going to be able to get rid of all those birds with a single red mana and really start to control the board. And that's the thing you have to be really scared about if you're the other players right now.
Yeah,
Control
with
the board.
Pyrohemia on the board, you just don't know if you're supposed to lean into it and make more creatures or wait for it to go away.
Yeah, it's classic control versus aggro kind of move, right? You have this enchantment, you can kind of ride to victory. Going to be a scary bit there.
I don't have any great answers, but I am going to take a couple of cards that are good right now. And while it's good, I am going to cast this Skull Clamp I just found.
Whoa! You look 8 deep, you could find the Skull Clamp.
Yeah, you will find something good, even if it doesn't remove an enchantment. And I think before I start clamping, I'm going to put these birds to work. Kathleen, that Pyrohemia too scary. I will attack you with 3 1/1s.
I take 3 and I go to 30.
All right, and then thank you, Birdhouse. And then I'm going to clamp a bird. I'm so sorry, Birdhouse.
Ugh.
I will draw.
Order up.
She's eating her birds.
Wait, where's the...
Oh, I put the Skull Clamp in the wrong. I drew.
That's your investigator.
Pardon?
Card.
Oh yeah, I drew a second card, so I make a spirit token.
You drew a second card?
It's if it's not their turn.
Yeah.
Right.
More 1/1s is nice in general, but not so nice against that Pyrohemia.
Yeah. Well, I do have a land play. I'm going to play it, and I am going to clamp another bird. It will die. I will draw 2 more cards.
Wow, with those birds
you
about to go
also
away,
make
great play by
another
Rachel.
bird
Great
when
play.
your Ethereal Investigator investigates.
You are correct.
Yeah.
I have too many 1/1s I'm making. When I make that spirit, I also make a bird. Close. The line is go birds. So if Akeem says the first time I make a token, I make a bird. So that is where that bird is from. Well, I don't have anything else I can do, so I'm going to have to pass to you, Kathleen.
You did draw approximately 6 cards this turn.
Yeah.
Though.
Crazy.
Hoping to find an answer.
It was a good turn.
How many cards are in your hand right now, Rachel?
Full grip, 7.
Wow, it's got to feel good for the birdhouse.
The card.
Yeah.
I do want to point out, everybody's like, oh no, Pyrohemia. Jadar is also a 1/1, and I like him because I like making zombies every turn.
So, we got upkeep trigger?
Yeah, upkeep trigger.
Oh, right.
Protection racket time. Would you like me to have a prismatic vista?
I will pay 0.
Not even a question.
That's how you do it. You don't think about it. You just pay 0.
Jimmy, do you want me to have a Tybalt's trickery?
No. I will go ahead and pay 2 life for the 32.
Rachel.
Yes.
Would you like me to have a loyal apprentice? I don't control my
What do you think,
commander.
Birdhouse? No, we're the only people in the sky, except for Talion. Yeah, we'll pay 2 and go to 32.
All right.
Yep.
Who needs a brazen candidate when I have a protection racket to deal 2
Yeah,
damage? to
no
almost
kidding. Oh my
everybody?
Yeah,
goodness.
made it happen.
All right,
Draw for turn.
draw for turn.
That racket really put in work right here. I mean, dealing damage and giving you some cards every turn is just exactly what the aggro deck wants to do.
And every turn cycle, people get less inclined to pay the life.
Absolutely. As the game goes on, Kathleen will use that to keep drawing cards if it's not kept in check.
All right, I think everybody is just talking about how terrible everything is. So
Welcome to Commander.
You're the threat. No, you're the threat.
I mean, we may as well play my commander.
Uh-oh.
It's time for Rankle and Torbran!
Oh boy. Now that is a Italian trigger.
Yep.
Because
3 power, right?
3 power, yes.
Yep. So take 2, and
Take
I
2.
will draw a card.
Oof. I will go to 28.
7 rotations later, we got a card. Worth it.
Now, one interesting thing about Rankle and Torbran is once it connects, if you choose the double damage mode, it will double off Pyrohemia. So you have to be very careful about when you choose to use that Pyrohemia ability this turn. Do you want to deal 2? Do you want to deal 1? You got to hit it at just the right time.
I'm going to make the 1/1.
Yeah, I would like to point out that because you drew a card and it wasn't your turn, I get a devil creature.
We're going to have 2 of
So,
them.
All right.
Yeah.
So now I have 2 impact tremors pings on both of you.
For your commander
my
and the token? Okay.
Yep.
I go to 30.
I go to 30.
28.
All right.
We're taking some damage.
Yeah, we're taking damage.
And I think it's time to go into the red zone. Ooh, everybody's life total is suspiciously even.
Yeah, because you're dealing damage to everybody every turn.
That's because aggro is fair. Everyone gets hurt.
All right. This is a big attack.
Where are my flyers at?
House aggro. Who do you think I should attack? Josh?
I think they were saying Rachel.
Should I attack Jimmy?
That sounded like they're approving.
I'm only listening to House aggro. House aggro. Should I attack Rachel? No. So I should attack Josh?
Josh does have a block.
Denying
That's
the cube
true.
has consequences.
You got a 3/4 flyer. But mine has first
It's a
strike.
2/4.
It's a 2/4.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, this zombie and Rankle and Torbrand are going to get into the red zone.
Okay, Rankle and Torbrand are on damage.
Yes.
Any combat damage?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's to player.
To player. Yes.
Player, yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, player or
combat
battle.
damage
Excuse
to a
me.
player.
Yes. I know what my commander does.
What are you playing at here? Get a free hit.
Wow,
on
interesting
Jimmy.
block.
Yeah,
here.
you have
If
a free
Josh
attack.
Well, they
blocked
told me to
Italian-
attack you.
If Josh blocks
We're very fair.
That was the
Torbrand,
smartest. Yeah.
I
We're
reckon
very
he will
fair.
finish it off.
Yeah.
Something important to watch for. Josh also has 4
the devil
open mana, attacking the control mage with open mana. You never know what's going to happen.
I don't know what's going on. It's a little suspicious.
No.
Maybe they just didn't think about the Rankle trigger. But I'm just going to channel my Otawara Soaring City and bounce the commander back to your hand. I have 2 legendary creatures, so it costs 2.
Well, you still have to deal with a zombie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's interesting, because then if you... No, because you only have 1 left. Okay, I will... Oh, do I block this? Feels... No. I
With
do
the
not block.
Pyrohemia
I
and the
take
devil.
2,
Yeah, that's
she's got
instant
enough
2
damage
damage on board, yeah.
Yep.
I take
All right.
2.
You take 2. The zombie is going to evaporate at the end of combat.
Very tricky.
Well, I think I'm just going to play the zombie, or the zombie's going to come back. And everybody can take a damage off impact tremors.
At least it's only 1 damage and not 3. It could have been 3 off the Pyrohemia and then
Oh, wow.
3 off the impact tremors.
Yeah. I go to 25.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, Josh untapping with 2 creatures on board,
I will
a handful of cards. This could be a pretty big turn for Josh if he has something to do. Yeah, he needs just something to kind of take the game back in his favor, kind of right now.
All of the life totals in the 20s, and the board starting to, especially on
glad you
Kathleen's
used that
side,
little
fill up
bar,
with
though.
damage sources. It is definitely
card.
time for a
It's nice
control
it's out.
mage to take some control.
Okay. I'm going to play a Swamp. Then I'm going to tap for 6. And I'm going to play Sphinx of Enlightenment. Okay, this is an interesting one. When it ETBs, one of my opponents will get to draw a card and I'll get to draw 3. So what I would like to do is, based on the volume of your screams, I want to hear, we're going to draw the cards no matter what. So I want to hear from Aggro, Madness, and the Birdhouse. And the loudest one, that player I'll give the card to. All right, Aggro, take a deep breath. Let me hear it. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I'll
But
judge
can
by
they
how
beat-
much pain my ear is in after each one.
Can they beat the
All
House
right,
of Madness?
House Madness, how loud can you be? Okay.
All right, Birdhouse.
All right, Birdhouse. Let me hear you screech. I think it was the Birdhouse, considering the distance.
You guys. I love you guys.
Okay, Rachel, you can draw a card, and I will draw 3 cards.
That is going to trigger Zerzoth.
It is. Because I drew a card and it wasn't my turn.
Impact Tremors.
So that's another Impact Tremors. I go to 28.
I go to 28 as well.
I go to 24.
Yeah, that Zerzoth triggers whenever someone draws a card not on their turn. So that one card given away there, we'll make sure that a little extra creature shows up, impacting, tremorsing, all of them.
I think she's clear of the problem,
tokens with pyrohemia.
Well, the impact
very
is
scary.
Problem.
They really do. When they die, they deal a damage somewhere too. So Pyrohemia lets you double up on target.
Anything on the board right now.
Close to dead we actually are.
Yeah. I mean, with her commander on the board, it's activating it that many times, it's nothing.
Yeah,
Well, it's in my hand, though. It's in my hand. It's fine.
It's like I almost forgot about it.
It would be 2, which is actually 6, which is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my god.
Stop doing math.
Josh counting, always scary for the control player to be counting.
I'm not technically dead on board, but it's actually kind of close. Well, I guess I can't afford to attack, so Jimmy, take it away.
All right, on your end step, I'm going to activate the Underworld Cookbook, which means I'm going to make a food. I will discard a Grimoire. That's so cool. It's so cool.
So good.
I'll discard a Grimoire of the Dead, which is the card that won me Magic 30, by the way, and I will make a food token. Then I will untap my stuff, and I'll draw a card for turn.
A big question on this turn cycle is the board going to get cleared? Is that Pyrohemia going to get dealt with? What can we do about Kathleen's engine? Because she's drawing cards every turn, dealing damage to everybody. I mean, it's a real strong thing that can get out of control really fast. And if she untaps with that active, it could be a big deal for her.
Okay, I will kick things off by tapping for 2 mana. I'm going to activate my Collector's Vault. So I'll draw a card, discard the card, and make a treasure token. Discard that and make myself another treasure. And
a lot of stuff going on.
What's that? We're missing a trigger? Oh, yes, Zerzoth will trigger.
Oh.
More devils.
That's right. You drew a card.
Oh, no. It's not my. Yeah,
yes.
sorry.
Who yelled that?
It's incorrect. I'm sorry about that.
If they have to draw it on not their turn.
I'm going to discard a Drownyard Temple from my hand, and then I'm going to exile with Containment Construct and play it for value as my land for turn. Yeah, it's pretty spicy. I'm loving this Containment Construct.
That is very good.
And then things are scary out there, but I think
Zerzoth is a huge problem.
Yeah, lots of problems here. I think I'm still going to run this out. I will play a Chainer Nightmare Adept.
Ooh.
As a creature for turn.
Chainer Nightmare Adept, notably 3 power.
Yeah.
What's the power?
There is a power of 3 on that.
Oh, thank you.
So,
okay,
Josh.
please remind me of the Italian triggers.
And Josh is going to draw a card on not his turn.
And that's a Zerzoth trigger.
Yep.
Everybody takes 1.
I go to 25.
I got a 23.
Yikes. And then I think I'm just going to very scarily pass the turn here. Not much I can do, but slowly die.
Okay. I will untap and draw for turn.
That Zerzoth doing a great job of help counteracting some of the effects of Talion.
Those devils are getting scarier and scarier.
I would like to force some kind of activation on this Pyrohemia. So I'm going to go to combat.
Okay.
And Kathleen, I am going to attack you with 2 birds, a spirit, it's a dead bird, and an ethereal investigator.
Well, I have literally no flying blockers, so I'm going to take 5.
5 altogether.
All right, I'm going to go to 23.
Ooh.
So Kathleen opts to take
that
5.
Pyrohemia activation is staring at us.
It is.
And those devils.
I have exciting things to do.
I believe you. I'm going to pay a blue. I'm going to clamp this spirit and draw 2 cards. That will trigger my ethereal investigator. So I make both a spirit and another bird. And then, oh boy.
Rachel digging for an answer.
Dicey.
Right now, the person coming from the most behind, it feels like it's Josh, even though he's drawn a few cards. But the graveyard deck could kick in really fast.
Yeah, I find with Josh's deck, having watched it in Barcelona, it comes out of nowhere. It looks like it's doing nothing, and then all of a sudden, you reanimate a card out of your graveyard, and a bunch of shenanigans start happening, and it turns the game around. So you can never count Josh out.
I'm going to pay white and a blue, and I'm going to cast a Sky Cat Sovereign, an elemental cat, but it cares about creatures with flying. Then
2 mana, 1/1.
It's
actually huge.
bigger than that. It's +1/+1 for each other creature I control with flying. So it is a threat.
So it's a 7/7.
I'm actually going to tap my lands slightly differently. Sorry. That way.
But one single activation of Pyrohemia just kills it.
Well, then I'm going to pay a white, and I'm going to tap 4 flyers.
Oh, convoke.
Okay.
Oh.
And I'm going to cast the Safara Skies Blade.
Whoa! Indestructible.
A 7/7 that gives all of your other flowers indestructible. Now that is a spicy meatball.
Quite the move from Kathleen, giving all of her flyers indestructible. Now there's from Rachel. Now there's a big question from Kathleen. Does she want a Pyrohemia in response?
Yeah? Do I do it? Do I do it? Yeah? Yeah or no? Yeah? All right.
I have no idea what they wanted.
I don't know what they wanted either, but they've spoken, and we're a democracy here with House Aggro. Down with kings, up with complicated surveys, and, first past the post, no. Anyhow, I blow it off? Yes? Okay. Pyrohemia deals 1 damage to each creature and each player.
Okay.
Any responses?
Nope.
Josh?
I have no response. Jimmy?
I have no responses.
All right.
Man. It leaves me in a very risky position.
All those devils will also blow up, and they can ping indiscriminately for 3 damage everywhere. Or 1 damage to 3 times.
I think they're discriminate. Yeah, I think
I am going to. You have no more untapped mana, correct?
No, that was it.
Oh.
I don't know. Do we? I think we play to win here. I'm going to try and protect my beloved bird house.
Oh.
And I'm going to convoke
I don't
a
think that's
spell.
out yet.
Yeah, this is not on
Oh,
the
it's not on the battlefield. I can't do anything.
What is a more classic?
Well,
What is more
I
classic
will
commander
protect
story than 1 mana
nothing.
short?
Yeah. So
Okay.
1 damage is dealt. I lose all of my tokens.
So we also take 1 to the face.
Yep.
So I go to 24.
22.
I got a 26.
My containment construct will die.
I go to 22 because its Pyrohemia deals 1 damage to each creature and each player, but then I have all of these devil tokens, so I can deal some damage.
You have 3 damage to throw
I have
around?
3 damage to throw around.
Safari is still on the stack.
All right. Hey, audience, I think I should get somebody from House Aggro to help me direct this damage. What do you guys think? Can I get somebody up on stage? All right, who wants to come up? Right, show of hands, show of hands. All right, come on, let's see. You in the mask, come up here, yes.
In the mask.
Okay. All right, very exciting.
in the face
got it.
I was like, who's without a mask?
The audience is going to help
There's
Kathleen
so many
figure
masks.
out where these 1 damage triggers should go.
All right, hello, what is your name?
My name is Cameron.
Hi, Cameron. Where are you from?
I'm from San Jose, California.
Well,
California!
Cameron, you're also
Only 5
from House Aggro, and now you're going to be sitting on my side of the board, so come sit down.
Ooh, rough. Wow.
You've got three devil triggers.
Don't forget, everything's already taken 1.
Yeah, so everything's already taken 1. You could take out Talion.
Yeah,
1 damage is marked on
everything.
everything.
On everything.
So you can split it up.
This
can
is
send-
currently a 3/3.
So
It's taken 1?
It's a 3/3 taken 1.
Yeah.
Because it's +1/+1 for 2
For
other
these,
flyers.
yeah.
If you kill 1 more flyer, then that can get down by 1 as well.
I honestly don't envy our audience
And-
members' position.
This is not on the
crucial
stack.
point
It
of
will
the
be a
game, and
7/7
these
to
are
make
stack
your other
stuff.
flyers
this
be
is Safari?
crucial.
This is Safari,
Yeah.
yeah. I just didn't want it to be in the way.
This is a
As a
tough one
morph.
because Rachel took a huge blow there.
Yeah, I mean, that wiped a lot of what I've got going on. But
Get rid of Atris for 1.
and
In Chainer also for 1.
And with the following 2.
I think the
there's
best
3
course of action
altogether.
is probably 2 damage on Skycat, 1 on Chain.
Oof.
Oh, Chainer.
Okay.
Chainer. All right. So
Wait,
2
wait,
damage.
two's not going to kill.
I don't know. What is
Yes,
House
it will.
Aggro
It's got
think
one.
about
It's got
that?
one.
Yeah,
Marked
so
on
marked on it.
So 2 on this. Yep.
Yep, 2 on
Does-
that, and that'll take that
House
out.
Aggro, you agree with that?
Yeah, they love it.
They're just going to say
All
yeah.
right, Cameron.
Okay.
All right,
So-
so 2 on Skycat Sovereign and
Yes.
1 on Chainer.
2 on Skycat Sovereign, 1 on Chainer.
Wow.
My
Okay.
I love Cameron
Thank
from
you
San
so
Jose.
much.
Oh, man. All right,
thank you for coming
Skycat
up.
will go.
Rough.
That was very
My
difficult.
Chainer
Thank you.
died.
Thank
Full
you.
board.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
I just
Watch this up.
played it.
2 more creatures dead, just what House Aggro wants.
I don't know. It's also what House Control wants here. All right, Safara will enter the battlefield
How do we get out
with
of that one
a
scot-free?
slightly less significant board to protect here.
Still a 7/7, which
Still
is
a
pretty
7/7
good.
with lifelink.
Yeah,
I will take that. I'm going to play the Scalding Tarn as my land for turn, and I am going to pass the turn. I have 8 cards in my hand. I'm going to discard an island, and when I discard it, it's going to go under this currency converter.
Oh, no clamp on anything.
All right, that currency converter finally kicking into action here.
Oh, yeah,
It can make
probably
treasure
should
or
find
it can make a 2/2 rogue, so
You want
useful
to?
either way.
All right.
Before my end step, I'm going to clamp this Safara.
Makes sense.
It's the only thing that can die.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead, Kathleen.
That's more lifelink. All right. It's my turn.
Yes.
So now it's time to resolve the protection racket.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Would you like me to have it terminate?
Oh.
Josh,
That
this
could
is your
be
choice.
good for everyone. That
No,
could be
I'll
good for
pay
you
two,
and
I'll
me.
pay two.
Oh.
Say what you say about House Control. They are quick to a decision.
All right. Jimmy, do you want me to have a professional face breaker? Okay.
I'll take 3.
Your section's like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Too bad.
And he's like, yeah.
Dial the madness back.
And Rachel, Song of Totentans?
Ooh, it's only cost 1.
Pay one.
What a good point, Rachel. What a good point.
All right.
Sorry,
draw
guys.
turn.
You can help me with the next one.
All right, I mean, this could be a huge turn for Kathleen with that Impact Tremors and Pyrohemia at her behest. Creatures will deal damage. She can deal extra damage with the Pyrohemia. I mean, a lot can happen right here to really, really deal with that board and her opponent's life totals.
All right.
Right, Desert as your
okay.
land, and that does damage there. Well, yeah.
Yeah. I can pay one. I can
1
pay,
in a red
Yeah.
to sack it. Okay.
2 and 2 red. First, my zombie. Well, I could get some value off it, actually. Yeah. I'm going to swing out with my zombie.
Attack me. Just kidding. Don't attack her. Don't attack me.
No. Jimmy, there's a zombie coming at you.
Oh,
You can just block it. If you want.
Then you
Yeah,
lose
but
Asthma
Pyrohemia.
to
The Pyrohemia is
Yeah.
out,
Oh my gosh.
but
You can block if
I
you
am going
want.
to block with my Asthma and the Marnica Dice, the Coldakar.
Risky block here from Jimmy, knowing that Pyrohemia could take it off the board.
But we're in the point of that game where that 2 damage from that decayed zombie
I'd like to
could
stay in
really
my
matter.
20s.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wanted to
Wouldn't
say
we
my
all?
20s too,
Yeah, I think we all wanted to stay in our 20s.
I think it. You know what? In response,
Okay.
I'm going to deadly dispute it.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm going to sacrifice the zombie, so it's not going to deal any damage. And then I get to draw 2 cards and create a treasure.
All right.
All right.
Grab
More
a treasure.
cards here. All right.
How's aggro
Excellent.
with the classic bluff attack?
That's some good value there.
Good value.
I might have just not blocked, so that could have been just free 2 damage.
All right. Then, let's see.
I like that because it means no extra mana if she red.
Yeah,
like
right.
Torbran, there's no red left. Yeah. I
wish
guess
I
there'd be 1 red.
I feel like I am trying to draw creatures, but yet somebody is like, no, you can't have that off the top.
Yeah, no face breakers for
It's
you.
very annoying. But that's okay. I think, I've already gone to combat, but I've got all these cards. Ooh, it's
5
very
mana
hard to
untapped,
think.
Kathleen.
Yeah.
I've got there's a
3
lot
red
of
mana.
choices going on here. Oh, no, you picked 3, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, that makes things a little bit safer, I suppose. I'm going to play a Mind Stone.
I should have stuck with 2, yeah.
Yeah. To get a little bit more mana.
Okay.
A big brain play, as they say. Get it? It's a mine. All right.
And then I'm going to sacrifice my treasure, use my Mind Stone, and I'm going to play Rankle and Torbran again.
Oh, boy.
So that is
All right.
an Impact Tremors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Impact Tremors and a 3.
Impact Trainers and a Talion. I believe
Yeah.
Talion should resolve first.
I
well,
go to
doesn't matter.
Yes.
20.
Go to 19.
24.
Okay, then you will
And then
lose 2 life.
I'm going to lose 2 life.
And I will draw.
And then I get to make a devil.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Oh, and then
Pretty
Impact
good.
Tremors
Impact
happen.
Tremors again. I go to 23.
I go to 19.
I got an 18.
It has to deal with combat.
Has to
Right.
come with damage, yeah.
All right.
Just
Well, I think that was
slowly.
a good turn.
All right.
Go ahead.
Whoa, no flying attacking? With
She
the
attacked.
I already attacked.
Did it? You're right. You are so
I already
right.
attacked.
Remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
No damage
delirious.
happened. So
Yeah, no damage happened.
On your end step, I'm going to activate the currency converter and put an island into the graveyard. And I will make a treasure, and that means I'm making a bird. Yeah!
An indestructible
She's like, as soon as you have
bird
no
this
red,
time.
I will do this.
Yes.
It wouldn't matter because it gets
Indestructible
indestructible.
bird, and notably, Kathleen is tapped out, so that Pyrrhemia will not be activated until her next turn. So there's a little window here to do some combat, other shenanigans, but everyone's life total is getting perilously low. They're below 20 life. Oh, it's got to be scary if you're facing down house aggro right now.
The damage has been consistent, and Kathleen is honestly inspiring me to build an oops all enchantments but aggro deck the way this is going.
My turn?
I'm done.
Anything else, Mitchell?
Okay, I will untap. I will draw.
Enchantment aggro, a classic combination.
But it is classic as Reanimator control. This could be a turn where it all comes together. Josh has a lot of mana and a lot of options.
I feel like this is what you're trying to build toward as the control deck, right? Like the turn where you've drawn a bunch of cards, you untap all your lands, you have a lot of options, you have one window where maybe the Pyrrhemia is down. Like this could be a huge moment. Does Josh have? Does he have a board sweeper gain control of the game? Does he have another big creature to play with a huge effect? Does he have the right reanimation? Let's find out.
Okay, I am going to tap 3, and I'm going to pay 2 life.
Whoa.
I'm going to play Phyrexian Metamorph.
Oh no.
Oh,
a lot of choices.
Before choosing what it is, does anybody have any response?
So, looking at the board state, I have an Underworld cookbook. I can make another food and then blast something for 6. However, Josh could just choose another creature, like that Sephara, or his own Sphinx, or Rankle and Torbrand.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have any actions. I'm going to pass priority.
Rachel?
I don't have any good responses either.
Kathleen?
No, I got nothing.
Josh, what would you like it to be?
Sephara, right?
It's a big decision.
Sephara, right? Sephara.
Right.
Now I have a Sephara.
Sephara.
That makes
So much
Talion
for that.
indestructible.
Yeesh.
And the Sphinx.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oy, oy.
That's Sephara working for the opposing team gives almost all of Josh's creatures indestructible. Pretty darn good.
I keep having to deal damage to myself, but I'm going to crack this polluted delta finally, go down to 15.
That's just been sitting there since turn 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
With that life total now down to 15, it's a much
Get a
bigger
shock land,
risk.
Josh.
Go kind of all in on the Sephara to get back in it.
Right. Now, notably, Sephara, for both Rachel and Josh, it has lifelink, right? So when it comes around to your turn and you crack in, that is 7 points you're gaining back, which is huge against that aggro enchantment assault. But can Josh get another turn to use it? Well, or will Sephara last the turn? Well, we're going to have to wait to find out.
Man.
I really think that Josh is becoming the threat.
I still like Kathleen right here. I really feel like in this enchantment aggro position, like if she untaps, she's going to have so much at her disposal. I mean, the 2 Sepharas are strong. They're going to crack in for some damage, but man, that Pyrrhemia and Impact Tremors can deal so much damage.
All right, I got to play. I'm going to tap 4, and I'm going to cast Spark Double.
Oh,
I'd like to rephrase.
He's
Josh
the
is the
threat.
threat.
Okay, so now both, both Sepharas would be indestructible? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Do we have balance effects?
I don't have to make a Sephara.
Yeah, but that would be a nightmare.
You have to choose something on your board, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
And it,
Spark
can't, and
Double's
it
on
gets
your
around the
board.
legendary rule, and it will enter with a 1/1 counter.
I mean,
Wowee.
I don't have anything.
I can't do anything about this, so I'm going to pass that priority as well.
All right. Josh?
All right, it is a second Sephara.
Right?
God.
So the 2 Sepharas see each other and make
That
each
is
other
just-
indestructible.
And the Spark Double makes it non-legendary, so they can both be on the battlefield protecting each other.
Man.
That is powerful. It'll take an exile removal spell or a big -X effect. Now I'd say Josh has, like we were talking about a few moments ago, gone from 0 to 60, and he is now sitting in control of this game.
All right.
Kathleen's still scary, though.
Don't care about Kathleen anymore.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to play a Watery Grave tapped.
Play it untapped.
He's tapped out.
Play it untapped.
It's free value.
Yeah, go nuts.
Take 2.
It feels like I should attack. Kathleen is still the biggest threat to me now, I think. So Kathleen, no flyers?
No.
1 flyer.
Oh, I do have Rankle and
3/4,
Torbrand.
yeah.
3/4.
Oh, it's a 3/4. Okay.
Yours are indestructible.
I don't feel like throwing away my commander just yet.
Okay. Kathleen,
Yeah.
a 5/5 in the air coming at you.
I will take 5 and I will go to 15.
Ooh.
All right, Jimmy. You're up.
All right, on your end step, I'm going to tap that Underworld Cookbook. I'm going to discard the Mortuary Mire, and you know what that means? Order up, make another food token. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and untap now.
I will say Josh has a commanding board, but there's one thing he did that a control player never likes to do, and that is tap out. He has nothing untapped to protect him, so if someone can break up that double Safara, or both of the Safaras for that matter, it will leave him wide open for an assault. He's got a couple creatures, but that's about it.
And the disgusting irony, Josh needs to get in the red zone to gain life and really take control of the game.
So what I'm looking at here is very scary. If Josh gets a single turn, he'll be able to swing with 15 points of lifelink damage. The rest of his creatures are indestructible.
All of his creatures.
And he's going to be put to 30. Now, Rachel also has the Safara, which means she would gain 7 on her swing. Actually 8, because it's got a Skull Clamp on it.
Currently.
But I think the thing and the plan is, if any of us want to have a chance at winning this game, Josh needs to die before it becomes his turn again.
Yeah.
Which means that we have 15 damage to do. So I would like to huddle up and discuss amongst the three of us.
Yeah.
Is there a way to kill Josh before it gets to his turn? He is tapped out, but there may be some counter magic still. We don't know.
We need those blockers tapped. I mean,
those blockers do need to get tapped. I don't have any ability to tap blockers, however.
I can draw some cards. That is what I can do right now. What I can do, I can't do anything with the cards in my hand.
I mean, I can deal damage to each player. Each player is the problem. I'm very fair. I'm very fair, very democratic.
Now, if your Rankle connects, then it can do that damage, correct?
Correct.
And then it's going to do 3 damage with each activation?
Correct.
Pretty good. How much red mana do you have? 2, 3, 4?
1, 2, 3, 4.
But you can make a treasure with Rankle and Torbrand. That's 5 activations.
That's true.
That's true. So 5 activations times 3, that is exactly 15. That would kill Josh Lee Kwai.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
It'll kill her too, though.
It will kill her too. Is there any way that you can gain life?
No. What am I?
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Can we do it so that the Pyrohemia with the devil kills Josh before? Because the devil means you only have to activate it 4 times.
That's true, and then I don't die.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't die, right?
Yeah. I can poot Josh.
I mean,
Send
yeah,
a little
I
poot
can't
poot.
help in this situation with what's in my hand. So
I have.
Some real collusion happening over here against the control team. How do you feel about that, control?
Yeah, but teamwork makes
Now,
the dream.
Rachel,
work.
do you have, as the blue mage at the table, any way to stop Josh if he has a way to somehow interact with Pyrohemia and the devil?
Not with my hand.
Okay, so that means what we're mathing out here is 4 activations of Pyrohemia after Rankle and Torbrand hit me for 3. Or actually, I think it's fair if you get hit by Rankle and Torbrand because I'm at 19.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll die, right?
That's fair.
You did say teamwork makes the dream work.
I will, as long I
It
am
seems
going to
like the
attack
teamwork
Safara.
involves Jimmy doing nothing and you guys doing everything.
Oh, it's okay. I'm going to hit Jimmy with Safara.
And then I'll probably die.
The
But you
dream
know
only
what?
goes so far.
Then he'll be lower than me and die to his plan.
Yeah, that's fine. Team Madness. So are we in accordance then?
Sure.
You're going to take the Rankle and Torbrand hit. Pyrohemia is going to activate 4 times. That's 12 damage total. That is going to kill the devil. And then that devil would direct the last 3 to Josh and take him
We're going
from
to
15
try.
to 0.
Yeah. We're going to try.
It also kills Zerzoth, so that's another problem off the board for other people.
Indeed. I think if that is the case, all I'm going to do for this turn is tap 2 mana and activate my Collector's Vault. I will draw a card and then discard a card. I will discard a Malakir Rebirth, because everything's going to die anyway, and I can't afford
All right.
that. And then I'll pass turn to you, Rachel.
I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to crack a clue.
And I do
to
make a
draw
treasure, sorry,
card.
off of the Underworld Cookbook. And there's going to be a trigger, actually, of Rankle and Torbrand. No, that was on my turn. It was on my turn.
Yep.
That's why I did that.
I
think
am
we're in
going
trouble.
to activate, I'm going to draw a card with a clue, which will trigger Zerzoth.
Yes.
Which means we
Okay.
all take 1. I'm going to sacrifice this Scalding Tarn going to 23, and I'm going to go find the Triome.
Okay. And then we take one from the impact trimmers?
Yes.
And then one from impact
14.
trimmers.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Players conspiring together to try and knock out Josh
and
here.
22 for Rachel.
I already took the impact.
Oh, 23 for Rachel.
The big question to me is how much damage are they going to take themselves in the process?
Yeah,
I mean, that
this
fire to
is
me hits
real-
everybody.
All right, I will untap and draw for turn. That does not help.
Yeah, I mean, Rachel's going to be able to gain 7 here, or 8 actually, because of the skull clamp by attacking.
But to do that, she can't attack Josh because he can block with his
Yeah, Josh
Sapphiros.
can gain a lot of
So
life.
she would have to deal damage to her allies in this case. How far are they willing to go?
Oh, it's been
to take
declared
down
it's
the
going to be
arch
me.
Sounds
pretty
pretty fun.
I'm getting hit.
I mean, I've got to attack with this, otherwise I just am not going to be able to survive. So we're going to go to combat. And I'm going to attack Jimmy in the air with Safara.
Okay, I can't do anything about that. I'm going to take 8 and go to 10.
Oof. I'm going to gain 8, going to 21. 31. Jesus.
Wow.
Math.
Big swing there. Exactly the kind of swing they're trying to prevent on Josh's turn.
Yeah,
all right.
she's now at more life than I would be at if I got my swing with both Sapharas.
I'm going to play this Plains as my land for turn. Well, I guess I got to just put some stuff on the board. I'm going to pay 5.
You guys shouldn't trust him. He's got a plan.
Yeah?
He's not just going to die.
I'm definitely not going to just die.
Yeah, he's got something. You shouldn't
But at
trust
least
him.
Josh is going to die.
I'm going to attempt to cast the best bird in the deck. It's Kangi Sky Warden.
Whoa.
That is a 3-powered creature, so I will lose 2 going to 29.
And I will draw.
And then I'm going to make a devil.
Yes.
Yes, you will.
And we will
And then
take
I'll
one
take
more
one.
from Impact Tremors.
Oh,
I go to
I'll
28.
go to 9.
I think you could just kill me with one pirate.
Now, notably, Jimmy
Maybe
can
2.
just eat his food, right? Normally, he sacrifices them to his commander,
Josh
but he
goes
does
into-
use a bunch of untapped mana and
Did you take
food.
the
So
damage
if he
from
gets
the
down
extra
too
level?
low, he can just gobble, gobble, gobble in a pinch.
Wait, why?
Kathleen actually having the
Impact
most
level.
lose here without a life gain.
That's
She
yours.
makes
level- oh,
is she willing to go as far as is necessary to take Josh out?
I am going to pay 1. I'm going to clamp this bird. I will draw 2 cards. That'll trigger my Ethereal Investigator, which means I will make a spirit and another bird. That's what I thought.
Rachel's safe to build her board here because
And
Safara is still handing out
I
indestructible.
still have nothing that helps in my hand, unfortunately. I have played my land. I will pass to you, Kathleen. I'm going to have to
Alrighty.
go to discard, and I'm going to discard some cards into this currency converter.
Now, here's a big question, too. What other sources of damage might Kathleen have in her hand, right? Could she potentially knock out multiple players on this turn if she plays
Protection
Craftboard?
racket. Oh, no.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Honestly, my hand isn't that hot, but maybe it's going to get a little bit better. Do
You're
you
going
want
to get whatever this is
Yeah.
for me.
It's a vicious rumors. Do you want to pay the 1? Do you pay the 1?
What do you think, Finger?
No, right?
No.
That becomes a lightning bolt after
I know,
Rankle and
but
Torbrand hits.
Is it loss of life or damage? Does Rankle and Torbrand deal with only damage?
If it would deal damage to a player or a
Have
battle.
all the aggro
Okay, then
mages
I
ever
don't pay,
wanted to
right?
see Josh be asked if he pays the 1?
You can have it, Kathleen.
All right. He doesn't pay the 1.
Oh, so it is only just 1. Okay.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
do you want me to have this mountain?
Yeah, I'm paying the 0 this
Okay.
time around.
So
No, you can't have it.
I can't have it. It goes away.
Too much free value.
All right. Rachel,
Yeah.
do you want me to have Disrupt Decorum?
Boy, oh,
Wow.
I don't know, Birdhouse. So, no. Hey.
A strong
Paying
no.
4 puts me pretty low.
You were just way lower than that.
I will pay the 4.
Aw.
wow.
It feels
I'm
like
gonna
that
take
disruptive
even more.
form is
Tough-
exactly what
tough but
Kathleen
fair.
needed.
Yeah, a
right.
real heads-up play there from Birdhouse, because if you can kill
Going
Josh and then disrupt a quorum,
All right.
that forces Jimmy to attack Rachel, which then probably leaves Kathleen to just finish off both of them.
Yeah, I got
We
it.
did.
Oh, we got the damage.
Oh, thank you.
Now, so you're at 24 now, Rachel.
Great. Going to 24.
All right. Start your clock.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to play a mountain. Yay. That's helpful. How many? You have 7 cards in hand, right?
I have a full house. Yeah, I
Okay.
have 7 cards in hand.
All right, so some magic numbers here. Josh is at 13. Jimmy is at 9. If she connects with Rankle and Torbrand, then activates Pyrokemia a bunch of times, she could deal a bunch of damage. Jimmy can eat some, but is it going to be enough to stay alive? Oh, it's going to be tight here.
All right, first I'm going to start off.
Need a red mana for that.
I do.
Oh, did you just see what I think we saw?
Yeah, I was just telling her she needs to tap a red. She's still going to cast it.
Okay. First off, I want more red mana.
Whoa!
So
Oh my God! That goes well.
Yeah. I should tell you.
All right.
I should tell you that I have 8 cards.
Whoa!
You have 8 cards in hand? Okay, well, in that case.
That's another 3 costed spell, so Talion will trigger,
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
which means you will have 9 cards
I'll
in
have
hand.
9 cards in hand, yeah.
All right.
So you'll take 2,
I'll
I'll draw.
take 2.
Now I have 9, and you make a devil.
Yep.
Hang on.
And because Josh draws off his turn, another 1/1 is created.
Has potentially some action here.
You're going to kill me?
targeting?
Is that what's happening here?
Maybe.
Gonna try. I mean,
You
What's
have to
maybe mean?
You have to declare targets when you put the spell into the stack.
For what, Jessica's will?
For Jessica's
Oh, I have to
will? Yeah.
declare Jessica's will?
Yeah.
I mean, this
Yeah,
much,
you have to
much
declare
red
targets.
mana
Sorry.
is
Yeah.
Very
crazy.
scary. I will declare. I'm going to declare Rachel because that's who I was going to
That's what
declare
I drew.
anyhow.
All right, I have 7 cards
I have
in hand.
to,
All
right?
right. You're going to make.
Hold on.
All right.
I have
And
So
keep
seven.
in mind,
targets are
Kathleen,
declared.
hold on. So Jessica's, you have declared
Rachel.
opponents.
Yep, that's
With
me.
7 cards in
7
hand.
cards in hand.
Spell's still on the stack.
Yep.
Yeah. I technically draw the card off Talion on cast,
Yep.
Right.
which was Fierce Guardian.
Two free spells this game.
Might still be dead, but yeah. I will counter the Jessica's Will.
I'm sorry, Kathleen.
Oh,
Pretty
that's
good.
okay. That's all right.
I do want to call out a lot. A lot is happened there. Kathleen did not get your 1/1 from Josh drawing a card.
She did make it.
Oh,
There is a devil trigger as well.
There is a devil trigger.
Oh my gosh.
Looking for a devil. I might have made too many devils.
From the card draw.
Do we need a die?
Over deviled.
I'm over deviled.
All
Okay,
right.
we are going to take one though. I'll go to 12.
Yep.
I got a 23.
I'll go to 8.
Okay.
All right. So I've got a lot. Well, I've got so many
Upside
fewer
down.
choices now, which is very annoying. But that's okay.
Let's pretend that this is.
We'll pretend that's a devil.
That's a devil.
It's probably not going to be sticking around that long. We don't need to
probably
worry about
not.
it too much. All right. Let's go to combat. We
Yeah.
said this would happen.
Yes.
I'm dead to the devil.
This is going to happen. All right. Rankle and Torbrand, they're coming into the red zone. No.
Why is that me? I
No,
thought
you-
we agreed it was
I said I would
Rachel.
take the head.
You said you would take it?
I said I would take the head.
I'm dead.
And
I
we
don't even
birds-
I remember
All
Big
right.
Jimmy as
We
the deal.
birds
That's what I
are-
remember.
Our birds
I
of our
remember Big
words.
Jimmy too. All
Birds of
right.
our words.
I think you're right. That's what I remember.
I think it was,
Are we seeing a
See what I'm
crack in
telling
the
you?
alliance?
yeah. No, she's got too many indestructible birds.
Well, I will not block if you attack me with Rankle and Torbrand.
She's at 23.
I can block other things, but I will not block Rankle and Torbrand. I said I wouldn't.
All right.
I can only gain 9 life with 2 foods and 1. That's on board. I can go up
Yeah.
to 17. That's still completely within killing range.
All
Rachel
right.
willing to take the hit here if it helps eliminate Josh.
I'm gonna attack Rachel. I'm very fair.
I, like a good white mage, will
Yeah.
take the 3,
All right.
going to 20.
Okay. So hey, Rankle
right,
and
we're gonna
Torbrand,
take
they
a
went
lot
to the
more
red
now.
zone. I get to choose any number, and we love full sends in House Aggro, right? Yes. All right. Everybody gets a treasure token.
All right. When I make a treasure token, I also make a bird.
I know. Everybody sacrifices a creature. And if a source would deal damage to a player or this turn, it deals that much damage plus 2 instead.
That part's not the best.
That's the bad part. I'm going to
right.
sacrifice this devil, and I'm going to deal.
I will sacrifice this Sphinx of Enlightenment.
I like
will
how that's your
sacrifice
worst
the
creature.
spirit. We keep the birds.
The
I feel
spear
like
5/5 flyer.
feel like it doesn't matter much, but I would like 4 blockers.
That's fair. That's fair.
I will, in response.
Yep.
Hold on. If she sacks the devil there.
Yeah,
that's
she
what I'm trying to
sacks
figure out
it.
right now.
Devil sack is on
Yeah.
the stack.
So
It
all of,
resolves in that order, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if she sacks
it's
first
treasure
and
first, then sacrifice, and then the. If
So it will not deal
Yeah.
3, it will deal 1.
Yeah, it will do 1.
so all 3 of those have happened.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
and it's on the stack, so I can
So you
respond.
have a devil.
before.
Well, no, the trigger goes on the stack. The devil trigger goes on the stack on top of the resolution of the spell, right?
Yeah.
Or the ability, so that we'll do 3.
So each player creates a treasure token. Each player sacrifices a creature, and if so,
You sack a devil. This sack trigger goes on the stack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does
So it
the
goes on the
devil
stack.
deal
deal
3 or does the devil deal 1?
Three.
Deals 3.
Yeah, it deals 3.
So, I will.
So wait, where are we?
We're at the devil.
Devil trigger on the
So
stack.
all three of these things have happened. Devil trigger, 1 damage is on the stack.
Okay, all right.
What's it targeting?
What is it targeting?
Never mind. I'm not doing anything. I've sacrificed my commander as my only creature.
Rachel, that's what you're cheering for?
I took the 3 to help the team.
Now you'll take 4.
You made no deal about that.
That's true. Gee.
It was all about Pyrohemia, as I
that's,
recall.
that's true. That's true. So you want me to hit Rachel birds? It goes to the birdhouse. We're
3.
democracy.
I will go to
We're
17.
Democracy. Oh, it's not go bird. It's eat bird.
Roasted bird.
They laughed. You're a very supportive house. Thank you, Team
All
Aggro.
right, 1, 2, 3, 4 Pyrohemia activations available.
Oh, I know. It's so delightful.
And that'll go
birds.
369 more damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
Man, is this just lethal?
Jimmy can live because he can gain 9 life.
Yeah.
No, you're both. Well,
I'm at 17 too.
We also
Yep.
don't know
4
what he
Pyrohemia
has.
activations kills me,
That's true.
and then 2 Devils kills Rachel, and Jimmy would live at 2 life or something?
Possibly. Then, well, his board's cleared, which is at least nice.
Yeah, the Pyrohemia is the worst card ever.
I like it.
It'll be gone after she does that.
Right, because everything gets wiped.
Yeah, everything
Well,
will get
if she
wiped.
kills us, we go away. These creatures are indestructible.
All right.
She is incentivized to kill 2 of us to get rid of the unit. Well,
All right. I'm going to activate.
it's interesting.
I'm going to activate Pyrohemia.
You can do it one at a time.
Well, yes. Let's do it one at a time. It deals 1 damage to each creature and each player.
It deals 3.
No, it deals 1
So
damage to permanents.
Oh, and 3
it deals
to
3
us.
to 3 to players.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 to players, 1 to permanents.
Okay, so we all take 1?
We all take 1. I
Oh,
go
no,
to
sorry, we all
14.
take 3.
We take 3. I go to 14.
And 1 damage marked on all creatures right now.
I go to
Yes.
9.
And I go to 12, 10. 10. I can do math. Rip Devil.
All right, all the devils die to that.
Yes.
Yes. Uh-oh.
So there's 3, 6, 9 damage to throw.
With the devils.
Yes.
Right? Each of the devils will now do 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the initial damage that you were doing was from that.
Yes.
Doing to everybody, so now you have these 3 devil.
It'll only do
They'll all
3 to
die.
players.
Yeah.
If she points the
Does the
devil at-
Pyrohemia do 3 damage to each creature as well?
No,
Yes.
1.
damage.
1 damage.
Yeah.
And the devils will only deal 1 if she points it at a creature,
Correct.
but
But
3
a
if she
3
points
if I
it at
pointed
they
at
go
a player.
So these are all dead. Where would you like the damage to go?
That's a great question. Rachel.
I'm an ally. I help.
Josh is at 9.
It's just-
Josh is at 9.
All
The
right.
people yelling it, by the way, were house control. Sorry.
We're
Yeah.
dead. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're dead.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I use my yeah.
So Josh is going to take some damage incidentally from more Pyrohemia hits. So I think you probably want to spread these around a little bit to try and
I
knock
gotta
out.
kill Josh.
Get Rachel a
No,
little
no, I
lower.
am dead.
kill Josh.
I'm dead to your 3 red man.
Kathleen says she wants to
Oh,
knock
yeah.
Josh out
Yeah.
now.
You can kill another player.
I can kill another player.
Well, you're in sort of an interesting.
This. Oh, this guy's dead too.
Yeah. No, he only has 1 damage on him.
Right.
You have a weird situation where
Yeah.
the red that you have floating. This costs you 1, and if you activate Pyrohemia 3 more times, you
This
will
is
die
awesome.
yourself.
I know. I'll kill.
How are you gonna ignore your entire
you have
house?
to in order to activate Pyrohemia 3 times, you will die to the Pyrohemia. Correct?
Really? It's only
Yes.
9 damage, though, right?
No, she'll
Yeah.
take
This costs to activate this for red mana. You have to pay
She
a
has a
life.
treasure.
Yeah.
You
I
have
have a treasure.
Ha
I have a treasure.
Never
It'll be a
mind.
1, and he has no obvious way to attack.
Well, you've got three devils to point.
Hold
them.
on, you've got to point the devils because
Yeah.
I mean,
when they die, those triggers go on the stack.
Kill the birds.
I think they're saying
Burnout.
kill the bird player.
so
Oh
good.
my God.
We were a friend. We were a team.
This is
Well, so was
terrifying.
Jimmy.
This is
If she pointed rank at me, I might have just killed her with food.
1, 2. Oh. There's too much democracy here. This is too democratic.
I think they were pretty clear. I don't know why you're asking. They didn't chant kill the Jimmy.
That's true.
They were very clear.
All right, I'm so bad at battlefield math, and I apologize to everyone. This is not really in the spirit of being, aggressive. All right,
You're doing a great job being aggressive.
It feels very aggressive.
the deck is aggressive. I am not being aggressive. My clock is ticking down.
Yeah.
This is important. I am going to take out.
Just you're pointing 9 damage right now
Yeah.
at a player.
9 damage to go face.
You're not taking anyone out unless it's Jimmy.
All right, they're screaming at birds.
No.
They're screaming
Not
for birds.
me.
2 at birds.
Not
2 at
me.
birds. 1 at Josh.
Just wait.
And me, one at me. 2 at her, 1 at me.
Killjoy.
I'm dead either way.
You're dead either way.
Wait, it's devils. You
Yeah,
have to point the devils. You have 3 devils. Where do you want them to go?
They're saying 2 at
Let's make a
Rachel, 1
decision.
at... No, they're saying 2 at Rachel, 1 at me. Because Josh is going to...
They love that.
If you activate Pyrohemia 3 more times, Josh will die no matter what.
2 at Rachel, 1 at you. Done.
I go.
All right.
I go to
Choice
8.
is made. I go to 2.
All right. Now that that's happened, you may continue.
I mean, you have a shot at the win with 3 activations of Pyrohemia.
I
Jimmy,
know.
we know Jimmy can avoid it, but
I'm going to, first of all, I've got all this mana up.
wait.
I've got a treasure.
You've tapped a
1 red so far.
1 red.
1 red. Well, I keep trying to cast.
No, you tapped the duel, I thought. Yeah, it doesn't really
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. You have,
It was the duel.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
were
yeah.
like this, sorry.
And then the
Yes.
1 mountain
you were
on top.
like that. Everything else on top.
Everything else-
Everything
Yes.
else on top.
Yeah.
All
Everything
right.
else on top.
I'm going to play a spike field hazard. Deal 1 damage to any target.
That's 3 damage.
That's 3
That's
damage.
3 damage, so that's
Okay.
a bolt.
Where's that going?
Okay.
Oh,
I-
now you can no longer kill everybody with Pyrohemia.
Well, I've already done it. All right,
Unless-
I'm going to activate Pyrohemia.
Wait.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You gotta
Target.
pick targets.
Rachel.
I will take 3 and I will go to 5.
Okay.
Okay. Boo. Sorry, team. Pay
Okay.
1 life.
Yeah. Yep.
Red. Sacrifice this treasure. 3 Pyrohemia triggers.
That is
That's
going to kill you.
No, that's going to kill me. 2 Pyrohemia.
You can do 2.
2.
But
That
now
puts
on
Josh at 6. Yeah, that puts
Yeah.
Josh at 6 and lives. The spike field hazard is.
You know
I think
what?
that wasn't. Unless you point the spike field hazard at Josh.
Yeah.
Can you point the
Kathleen?
spike field
Oh
hazard?
my God, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna die,
Yeah.
but I'm taking Josh with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick 2,
I don't know
and
why.
I'm gonna crack this clue, and I'm gonna draw a card,
Thank you.
Okay.
which gives you a devil.
Impact tremors.
Impact tremors.
Okay.
That deals how much? 3,
We all
right?
take 3?
Hold on. In response, I need to do this now. In response to the impact tremors, I will sacrifice 1 food and gain 3 life. Order up.
And then we all take 3?
We all take 3.
I go to 6.
I go to 2.
I don't know why you're so
2.
mad at me. I'm the only one that's just watching.
This could be it.
This is very complicated.
All right, now you have, you still have 2 red mana that you've paid a red and sacked a treasure for 2 red mana.
That's true.
That's 2 Pyrohemia triggers that would kill Josh and Rachel.
Then I'm going to do
Wait.
it.
Yeah. You have 2 red mana floating right
Yeah.
now.
You have 2 red mana floating.
You don't need to tap
yeah,
the.
you don't need to tap that.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is untapped. 2 red mana floating.
You're going to just make Jimmy win.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, she's got blockers, so.
That's true.
You could hold up the Pyrohemia and activate it whenever.
Right now, there's 2 red mana floating. If you funnel
there's
it into
another devil as
Pyrohemia-
well, so that's
Yeah.
another 3 from the devil.
Yeah.
And
If
she
you
actually may only have to activate it
you
one
activate the
time.
Just do it one at a time.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
do it
yeah.
one at a time. See what
All
happens.
right. 1 Pyrohemia happens.
1 Pyrohemia happens. I take 3.
Hold on.
response, I'm gonna try not to die.
Jimmy first.
In response, I will crack another food token.
Follow
Order
priority.
up.
Yeah.
I'll go to 5.
All right. Now
All
Rachel.
right. If I draw a Swords to Plowshares, I'm going to activate this currency converter. I'm going to draw a card. It's not a Swords to Plowshares.
Okay.
I'm going to die.
Okay, I go to 3.
Rachel.
Rachel's out. Devil dies.
Hold on.
I tried.
All right, well,
Tim,
that's
you have
going to
another
be
red
it
floating.
for Rachel.
Oh, yes.
She goes
I
all the way
was
down
so
to her life, and that means that is a knockout on Rachel. Here we go. Oh,
Her knees, her
This is
four
literally
knees.
my worst nightmare right
Our
now.
first knockout
Okay,
of
just
the
listen.
game, but might not be the last one
have 3
on this
damage, it'll
very
kill me with
turn.
that.
you know what they say?
For that,
Control will
give
stab
me
you in the
maybe
back,
you
but Agra will stab
don't.
you in the
All right.
front. She attacked with Great Shortbrand, let it through, and then she is dead because of it.
Okay, so
Brutal.
the devil dies.
There's
you have a target for
another
the devil.
trigger on the stack for 3 damage.
At Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Okay, Jimmy, devil's coming at you.
For 3
Okay,
damage.
I'll take another 3 and go to 2.
Yeah, he's
And,
gonna
and really quick, I have to
at
ask.
you. But you're not dead.
No. And then
Then you
red
got
mana
1 red floating.
Wait,
Pyrohemia.
Pyrohemia is on the stack.
Jimmy, you better have something.
Pyrohemia on
He
the
can make a
stack.
food.
I'm going to tap the Underworld Cookbook, and I will discard from under the floorboards.
Uh-oh.
And that is going to create a food token.
Yep.
And I
That's how
can
he's gonna
also
win.
Matt, however, the creatures I'm creating with this will die.
Oh, we haven't taken her pyrohemia damage.
No.
Yeah, you should be a 4.
I have to cast this right now, right, Murph?
Yes.
Okay, so I will cast from under the floorboards for its madness cost, and I'm going to sacrifice 5 treasures where X is equal to 3. So I'm going to make 3 tapped zombies and gain 3 life and go back up to 5.
Oh, they'll die.
They will die to the pyrohemia as soon as it resolves.
Yes.
So now pyrohemia's final trigger is going to resolve.
I wish I had some sort of spike play.
Players,
But I don't.
excuse me, players. I just want to double check. Did Kathleen make her 1/1 off Rachel's draw?
Yeah,
she did.
Draw?
She threw that devil at Jimmy.
Okay.
Yep. She did.
All right,
The devil
Can
came at
we
me.
take the impact trimmers off that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, pyrohemia is going to resolve now. The last pyrohemia activation, am I correct? I take 3, I go to 0.
I take 3, I
You're
go to
coming
0.
with
That
me.
brings Josh
You're
all the
coming
way
with
down to
me,
0. He
Josh.
fought hard. He controlled Gryffindor. That is going to be a knockout. Oh my gosh. That is now down to House Aggro and House Madness.
I just want to point out that Rachel died before I did.
But he died by my hand.
I technically died to a pyrohemia.
The 3 zombies that got created will all die to the pyrohemia trigger as well.
They don't yet.
You're not dead.
They don't
They
die?
only take
They take
1
one
damage.
damage.
Oh, they all have taken 1 damage.
See,
Sorry,
they take
sorry.
1 from the
Zerzoth,
pyrohemia.
however, that was your 3rd pyrohemia activation, so Zerzoth will be dead.
R.I.P. Zerzoth, you were a
There's only
real
1
one.
damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
Winner
1 damage
here
marked on
is
each of the
Glow, you
zombies,
are
3 damage
champion.
marked
This is
on
so
the
close. I
right
can't
flank
believe
front.
Jimmy might get out of this
So-
turn.
Right? I mean, he's sitting at 1. A wild thing that could happen is Kathleen, could she draw the game by using Ramanap
Got a
Ruins?
food.
Made it from the local club.
So you gained the 3
All right,
life?
Kathleen.
Yeah. And then
Anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, I have a couple. I have a little bit of stuff left.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna pay 1 for vicious rumors targeting Jimmy, my only
Oh!
You did
Okay,
it.
so that's how
No, no, it's only 1. It's only 1. It's
It's
not
only 1.
It deals
Okay.
3. What?
No, it's whenever.
It's down. That's why I checked when I gave it to you.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever.
Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
It
It's only 1.
Rankle and Torbrad only affects damage. This is loss of
It
life.
deals 1 damage.
It's one.
It says
that's
one
damage.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
If
Gain
a
1 life.
source would deal
You're
damage
right.
to a player or a battle this turn,
My bad,
this
my
is
bad.
a source.
Okay.
Sorry. I saw gain
So it will
1
do
life.
3 damage.
In
unresolution.
response, I will tap 2, and I will sacrifice my final food and go back up to 5,
Down to 2.
and then order up, and then the vicious shouts will trigger, and I'll go back down to 2.
And discard a card, I believe.
And
discard a
Kathleen
card?
gained
Yep.
1
There's
life.
1 damage to each opponent. Each opponent discards a card and puts the top card of their library into their graveyard. And Kathleen gains 1 life from this.
I will.
That 1 life may be
I will discard
crucial
the
right
Feed
here.
the Swarm, and then I will mill 1 card into my graveyard. It's a cathartic reunion.
Okay.
Okay.
Kathleen,
This is
you
graveyard.
gain 1 off of the vicious rumors.
I do. I go to 5.
Kathlene's at 5.
That's it.
Does that mean that you can activate
that's
that
it.
The crowd
pyrohemia?
thinks she may have missed a pirate.
One more time.
There could be 3 less life.
Like
Well,
I can pay a
Got
life
the Ramanap Ruins.
You only need the red.
Tap the Ramanap
Pay
Ruins.
1 life.
That's it. That's
Pay
it.
away.
Take active pyrohemia.
That's
No,
three
Ruins. That's going to be the final point of
I
damage
cannot
on
do
Jimmy.
anything. I'm at 2. I'll take 3 damage, and I will go to 0.
Oh
Kathleen will
my
go to
God,
1.
everybody! That's going to be it. Kathleen gets her out.
Unbelievable.
I cannot believe it. Kathleen De Vere. Congratulations. Oh my goodness. After the game last month,
I can't believe it.
23
Not enough food.
I tried. I was so close.
Kathleen, it's time to be crowned. Everyone, put your hands together for Kathleen De Vere.
One life! Absolutely unbelievable.
What a line.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have never seen anything like that in my life. Let's give it up one more time for your Game Nights Live champion, grand champion, Kathleen De Vere. Holy moly. A huge thank you to everyone here for the audience. Please give yourself a hand. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Greg Collins, and everybody at Wizards of the Coast for making this show possible.
Obviously, a huge thanks as well to the House Burn, Rachel Weeks, and of course Kathleen for being here as our guest today.
Let's hear it for our hosts and commentators, Gavin Verhey and Covert Go Blue.
Let's hear it for our Secret Service members. We have Manson, Damon, Gabriel, Megan, and Murph. They have been with us all year long in all of our shows, so please a huge thank you to them.
Big shout out to Sam Waldo and Thomas Roach for our graphics and logos.
A huge shout out, of course, to Jordan Bridgen, who is one of the writers, and right there, and he did the big announcement at the beginning.
Really big shout out to Olivia Gobert Hicks, who did all our costuming and production design for this show. She did an amazing job.
A huge thank you to Reed Pop for hosting this amazing convention.
We did get a little help from Lady Danger while she was still with us on the costumes, I gotta say.
Thank you, Lady.
Lady. Big, huge shout out to our broadcast team backstage from Reaction AV, led by our director, Eric.
Go, Eric! Woo! A huge thank you to James Turner from LoadingReadyRun for getting all the card images up there on screen for you to see throughout the game.
And then big shout outs to our two producers, Jake Boss and Jamie Block. Come on up here, Jake and Jamie. Come on.
These two have worked tirelessly. Every detail that you see on the show is thanks to them.
Let's give it up for these guys. They do the most work on the show by far.
And of course, we had an incredible dance troupe with us today. The Dragon Talent Group, our performance team from the walk-ups, they're all up here today. Let's give them a huge round of applause. And thank you to Card Kingdom as well for providing all of the cards that you saw today and building our decks for us.
Yes, and of course, we have a booth, a Game Nights booth. It's actually right back there. You can see it. And if you want to see Jimmy, myself, many of the other Game Nights will be there all weekend.
And we're selling sweet mystery boxes you don't want to miss out. But we have to say, this is our 5th Game Nights Live ever.
Yeah, and I don't know if we can keep topping the last one with how crazy the games are. We'll try, though. We'll do our best. Hopefully, we'll see you again at the next MagicCon. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you
Have fun
so
in Las
much.
Vegas. Be safe.
Have a great MagicCon Vegas, everybody.
All right, congratulations.
Snaps. Very good job, Kathleen.
Long live Kathleen De Vere. Long may she reign.
For about, 1 year until the championships happen again?
Actually, 1 year may she reign.
Yeah, 1 year. I mean, hey, that's pretty good time for a king, queen, or whatever, like the royalty. They're in danger up there. Thanks so much for watching. That was amazing. What a great game. And of course, we want to, shout out our sponsors very quickly. CardKingdom.com/command. Again, they're the reason that we got those cards on stage. We're making deck changes up to the last minute. We trust Card Kingdom to get us our cards in a single package in the quality that we want, in the printing that we want, because they have a huge inventory, and you have access to that same exact inventory too by heading on over to CardKingdom.com/command. Get the Magic cards that you're already gonna get, but in one convenient package, so you can just take it out of the box and blam, sleeve up your deck and get ready to go right then and there. And you're supporting the Command Zone, Game Nights Live, Game Nights Regular, and all of our content. So again, CardKingdom.com/command to get the cards you need.
Yeah, and speaking of sleeving them up, ULTRAPRO.com/command is the place to go to get all your game accessories. That is the company that Jimmy and I trust our own collections to. We can't speak any higher than that. And we've been talking recently about these new Apex sleeves that they have developed.
Oh, they're so sweet.
ULTRAPRO spent years, a number of years, developing this special new formula for sleeves because they wanted to solve the problem of printed sleeves.
Yeah, getting art on the back of a sleeve is difficult because it changes the way that the sleeve fundamental looks, much different than just a single color.
Yeah, and anybody who's used printed sleeves knows that they tend to have a bunch of different problems. So ULTRAPRO tackled that, and they are really, really sweet. I think they're a big game changer. So those there's going to be links to some information about Apex sleeves in the show notes. You can sign up for a newsletter so you can be let known when they're ready. And I would suggest that because they're really, really awesome. My guess is they're going to sell out like the first couple of rounds when they get out. Yeah, because it's going to be hard to keep up with the demand. But if you can get your hands on them, we would highly suggest it. So again, ultrapro.com/command.
All right, and of course, MagicCons are still continuing. We have one that has been announced in Chicago that's going to be happening February 23rd to the 25th. And there's a good chance that Game Nights Live will return.
Yeah, we're talking to Wizards right now, and indications are it's probable we will be there. They are going to announce a bunch of information on November 14th, and then badges will officially go on sale on November 16th. And at that time, it'll be present on the website, and if you follow us on socials or whatever, we will have already announced that, hopefully that we're going to be there.
Yeah.
So that you know when you get the badges. There's also, if you're a content creator or you want to do a panel maybe at the event or participate in the cosplay contest, that stuff is actually available right now for you to apply for.
Yeah, and the URL is mcchicago.mtgfestivals.com. If you can't remember that, just click it in the show more info box below the video. And if you haven't been to a MagicCon, I think this is a great chance to go to your very first one. It's really central. We hope to see a ton of you there.
Yeah, they are really, really sweet. Really, really fun. I had more fun going to Magic events this year than I ever have before. So.
Oh yeah, they total game changer, like you said earlier.
So we hope to see you there.
All right, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Peace.